Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to what we watched last weekend. I'm Lady Shasha, Mistress of the Snark, Connoisseur of the Gore, and your hostess with the mostest. And I'm joined by.
Tonyman 00, and I was muted. They're trying to hold me back, shut me down.
Not quite. But before we get started, I just discovered that we can put up polls. So I'm going to put up a poll here in the corner, and it's asking you, what is your favorite type of found footage? POV/cam, screen life, or mockumentary. So I'm going to leave that up during the course of the show. Let me see. Is it? If I pull this up here, how does it display on your end? I'm looking on my phone.
Oh.
The poll does not display in the chat. So how are they supposed to do the poll? I don't understand.
I don't know.
Because it should display on the chat. I don't know. I haven't figured it out. I'm going to hide it for now.
Write it down. Type it out.
Type it out, I guess. Because I guess that section is not working just yet. But let me see. Let me shout out. Marty is here. He says, community post ahoy. Thank you so much, Marty. You are the MVP. Creepy Color says, sup. And then Marty also says, that's cool. You got the multi-language options for the stream. Yeah, they won't be live, but after the stream processes, it will add the multi-languages as long as we keep it under 2 hours. I think if you go beyond 2 hours, it won't process as quickly. It might take 24 hours, but they'll be there.
Yeah.
That said, let's get into some found footage. We're going to be talking about a lot of found footage tonight. We're going to talk about Sorgoi, Prakav, and we're also be talking about Be My Cat. But in addition to that, we also have our top 10 list of our favorite found footage films so far. We also included some worst found films, most overrated, most underrated, and I even added a few honorable mentions.
You did?
Yes, I added some honorable mentions because I just felt like they should be mentioned. But would you like to get us started talking about Sorgoi, Prakav? Like, first of all, how did you find out about this film?
Well, I go on Facebook. I am following this thing called Found Footage Files.
Mm-hmm.
And people were sitting there, and they were discussing like found footage movies like Green Mile. Not Green Mile. Oh my God, I was gonna call it Green Acres. You know which one I'm talking about? The one with that Eli Roth did. The Green Inferno.
The Green Inferno. I don't think that was found footage. Well, partially. It's about as found footage as Cannibal Holocaust was. So
yeah. But so, sorry, I was trying to adjust my mic. Someone said you guys should check out Sorgoi Prakav if you want to see a really fucked up movie. And so I said, all right, let's see how fucked up this movie's going to be. So I watched it.
Well, now that I know that it's a French film, I should have known from the giddy up because the French love to do some pretty extreme horror.
Yeah.
So now, I mean, I wish I knew going in it was French, and I would have been a little bit more prepared. But let's see here before I get into the trailer. Creepy Color says, can I say that Undertone would have been better as a found footage? I agree with you, Creepy Colors. I think it would have worked way better as a found footage. It would have been so much creepier. And Marty says, are you guys excited for the Backrooms movie? Love the analog horror shorts it's based on. I am excited for that. And there's another film coming out tomorrow that's similar. It's called Exit 8. I believe it's based on a video game, but both Exit 8 and Backrooms had me learn about this thing called liminal spaces, which I got into last night on my live stream. I'm going to clip that segment out and repost it tomorrow because it talks about Exit 8, and then last week I talked about Backrooms, so I'm going to put those together in a short video and post it tomorrow. The video should be about 10 to 15 minutes long, I think.
You're going to kill me, but I still haven't seen the trailer for Backrooms, and I watched your live stream. I think something happened.
You might have been at work while I was streaming, and you were listening, but you couldn't see it.
Yeah, that's what it was. That's exactly what it was. So I didn't get to see the trailer was for it.
How about towards the end of this stream, I'll show you the trailer for the Backrooms.
Okay.
All right. Let's get into Sorgoi Prakav trailer.
Go for it. It's completely insane.
My European Dream. That's the name of the movie that he is trying to create.
Yes.
So here we are. It's a.
This headgear is crazy. This should let you know his mental state from the giddy up. To strap a regular size camcorder on your head with that mic is crazy enough. Like, this is
hilarious.
GoPros are a thing, you know.
I see without spoiling it in this right here. It went from Borat to like just crazy. Because it was really like he was just really dumb and enjoyable in the beginning, or kind of annoying, whatever you want to call it. But go ahead.
The first day of the trip. Croissant.
And how many people?
He asked for some French food, and this dude said, "I have croissant." The most stereotypical French food.
Yeah, well, you know what? What happens when the British come to America? Where do they go? New York. What do they have?
A hot dog.
And a pretzel and a bagel.
Oh, come to find out, they don't have the big soft pretzels in England. Or at least that's what this British YouTuber said, that they only have the small, hard, like the little rolled gold pretzels. They don't have the big soft pretzels that we have.
Right.
I was so surprised by that.
So that's not stereotypical. It's like when you go to the country, you want to try their food, I guess. I don't know.
I guess we're spoiled in America because we have so many foreign foods. Like a croissant is not really foreign to us, even though it does come from France. But we also have, I'm learning that there's places in the UK that it's very hard for you to find a burrito. And I mean, obviously it comes from Mexico, and we're neighbors with Mexico. So to us, burrito is like an American food at this point. Well, it is North American because Mexico is part of North America. But in the UK,
just open up a restaurant.
Burrito or a taco is really foreign.
Why don't you can open up a restaurant over in England, call it Lady Shasha's Burrito Emporium or something like that, and you'd make money. Make bank. But yes.
How are you, my friend?
I'm good. Okay, I see that you enjoy the Paris by night.
Oh,
How drunk does she have to be to kiss on him?
So I'm gonna check if that. Oh!
That was realistic. When my youngest sister went on her school trip to France, the teacher got their purse stolen in Paris.
Oh, my camera!
Just cool up!
Oh, incredible! Oh, look, Toro!
Ew! You just licked her cheek.
Ici, on est en France, on ne peut pas rentrer avec une caméra.
You can go fuck yourself.
Oui, c'est ça.
Fuck you, said.
I hope this music
that was actual.
This was actual footage, like it wasn't part of the movie.
No, it was a real riot.
Oh. Okay, look at the wall of crazy behind him. I just want to tell them.
You know what's funny though? In reading the stuff about him, this director, which is also the actor, would absolutely love us. He wouldn't strike us down. In other words, because you're getting his stuff out there, and he loves it when people do it.
Oh, that's good to know.
So I mean, we could talk over it still, but yeah, let the wall of crazy play. Look how he's dressed.
Yeah, he's got like an armband on in his drawers.
A knee pad in his drawers.
Yeah.
I killed them all.
I hope y'all heard that when he said I killed them all. Like, it gives you an inkling of how dark this movie gets. Like, this looks comical, and it does start out very comical, but it goes very, very dark. Oh, that scene! Oh my god!
That scene grossed me out. Go ahead.
This
You're gonna say it grossed you out.
It was the most disgusting scene. This if you look close, on his hands is literal fecal matter.
Shit.
Yeah, well, I was trying to be classy about it, but
It's just shit. What it is.
I was
Fecal matter.
disgusted. I haven't been this disgusted since that scene in The Visit, which is another found footage film that I enjoy. I should have put it on my I should have put that on my honorable mentions. But The Visit diaper scene, oh my god, gross.
Yeah, but this right here, you still think it's kind of like a Borat? I mean, Tom Green or something like that.
Yeah, you do, because the actors' reactions. I hope these are actors. I pray these are not like regular
Real people
on the street that he just.
I don't know. I don't know. I told you
that they were actors.
I told you. I told you during this. I will get into the other part too.
Yeah, that's nasty too. Look at the color of that water and you're bathing in it. The smell has got to be awful. Oh, that. The way he looked there. Let me see if I could catch
it. Now.
That right there. Oh my god, that's when he the other I should mention the alternate title to this movie is Descent into Darkness.
Yeah.
And he absolutely descended into the darkest pits of hell.
He really did.
A person's behavior and the things that he was doing to people was disgusting. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that was difficult too, that tent scene.
A movie by Sir.
So he named it after himself? Hold on, let me look at this. He named. I thought that was just the name of the character. Let me look at the. No, the director's name is Raphael Cherkasky. Yeah, I don't know why it says this.
Well, yeah. I told you. I think.
Yeah, I'll just leave it there as we talk about this right quick. So what are your thoughts about Descent into Darkness, aka Sorgoi Prakav?
Original reaction, no spoilers. I could say that I actually really enjoyed this movie. I've been telling everybody to watch. And whoever suggested it on that found footage thing, thank you, because these are the kind of movies I like. Because it left me like I was like, Jesus Christ, what did I just watch? I had to feel like I had to bleach my eyes, but it was great. It left me stunned.
I feel the same way, but this is a one and done for me. I would never rewatch this movie.
Really?
It was disgusting.
For that one scene. If that one
not
scene,
just that one scene, also towards the end. Let me put on my banner because it's hard to talk about this without getting into spoilers.
Well, I can. You want me to start how the movie goes?
Yeah.
When you put the spoilers up?
Yeah, go ahead.
So he starts off and he says, it's I think Creepy Colors is right, but it starts off so his Sorgoi says he comes from a country in Europe and they paid for his European vacation, and he, like, through the camera he's showing the map of Europe and he's going, I'm going to go through all these countries and all these cities, and it formed a heart. He tried to make it form a heart. And so when he went to Paris, and when he went to Paris, he had way too much of a good time. So the first thing that happened was he forgot his jacket somewhere, and his wallet was in it, so he didn't have any money. Then the guy tried to steal his camera. They broke it. When they broke the camera, he said in his stream thing, he said, I can either buy a camera or I get a ticket home. and he ended up
one correction. When he lost his jacket with his wallet, he lost his credit cards. He
Lost
still
his
had
credit card,
some
right.
money. He still had some money in his suitcase.
Oh, that's right.
But he lost all his credit cards.
So then he decided to take the rest of his money, and either could have bought a ticket home or he could have bought a camera. And then you see him in the next scene, like, this is my new camera. So you know he made a mistake there. So then he goes to another party, and the people, he wants to try drugs. So I guess they give him ecstasy or whatever. And the guy gave him 3 tabs, and he popped all 3. And he was like, you just took all 3? Oh, that's when he lost his jacket. He was like, you took all 3? He was like, yeah, you're going to be fucked up. So, he was tripping out. Then he went to another party. So he's losing money. So he went to another party, and he decided to be all brave and burn his passport because he wanted to be free. So he was free. So he's still stuck in Paris. And then he can't go into the Louvre, or what was it called?
The Louvre.
The Louvre. He couldn't go in there and record. He couldn't go anywhere and record. And that, when you see the French guy talking to him, he was trying to go into a movie theater to record the French movie theater. The guy said, you can't bring your fucking camera in here, basically. And that's when he was like, fuck you. So, anyways, he ends up not being able to pay for his hotel. So he goes into another hotel that's like a shithole. And that's where you start to see his stuff start to go downhill, his mental capacity. And then during this whole scene, he tries to call home to get money, and you just hear him go, oh, I think he's just like, you just hear one side of conversation. Then his mom, he sits down next to the camera and he confesses. He goes, I can't go back home. I can't go back home because something about
his mother said they're looking for you.
They're looking for you because you did something, and he had his ring on still. So it's under the assumption that he murdered his wife. So now he's in Paris, and he can't stay in a hotel anymore. He can't stay anywhere. So he starts to live with this homeless guy, and the homeless guy gives him the one thing he did not need, and was a knife.
Mm-hmm.
And the homeless guy's getting sicker and sicker. And Sorgoi's talking about that he has cancer or something like that. But I still think he killed him.
I think he did too.
So then he burned his body with put hearts, flowers in the shape of a heart around him. And in the meantime, he's saying that he had a dream that he keeps having this dream of a kid that his guts are ripped open and his arms are out or something like that. It was like a weird dream he kept having. It was like a throwaway line. So then he ends up being homeless. So he has to hide his camera in the bushes and everything. And he starts to play quote unquote practical jokes at everybody. First it was he had to take a dump. So he took his shit in the yard, in the road, and drew a heart with it. And then took the rest of it in his fingers and smeared it in that dude's.
It's a one and done for me. I can't rewatch this.
And then he smeared it in the dude's hair. And then I think he kicked the dude's ass. So then we flash forward, and then he's doing another practical joke, and there's some dude that's taking a leak, and he giggles, and he pulls out his knife, and he has no shoes on, so he tiptoes behind the dude, and he stabs him like 3 times in the neck. So then, let me try. I'm blanking out. So okay. So after
he went out into the woods and he found the couple that was camping.
Oh yeah, so he found a couple that was camping, and they're just chilling, doing their thing, and they go inside the tent, and he just sneaks up on the whole tent, and he drops a rock on the whole tent, and I guess smashes the girl's head in, and then the dude tries to run away. Then he hits her with a log. Then the dude's trying to stagger away, and he.
Before you continue, let me do a content warning for.
Oh yes.
A trigger warning.
I won't. I'll
describe it, but
the R word. Or
yeah,
the
but I just want to trigger warn anyone who is deeply affected by SA.
Yeah.
If you just mute us for like 2 minutes and come back, then you won't have to worry about that. But there is a mention of SA after he dispatches with the guy that was in the tent. The lady that was in the tent, who he smashed her head with a rock through the tent, he proceeds to have intimate relations with her corpse.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's...
And then, as he's still trying to, I guess he was trying to go to the ocean. So then he goes, and he's like eating animals now. He's at this point where someone saying he's eating like animals, and then making them into puppets. and just giggling and having a great time. He's smearing the blood all over his head. So then he finds a house. When he goes into the house, he sees the mother and the father. That's how the movie opens, by the way. You see the guy fighting, and he drops a bookcase on the dude, and then you hear the woman screaming, and then you come back, and the guy they're both tied up to the chair. She has a wrap around her mouth, so she can't do anything. It looks like the man has expired, and he there's this younger kid, must have been 11, 12. And Sorgoi chases him. That's what you saw in the trailer. He's chasing him. He chases him into a shed, and the kid's hiding in the shed. They don't show it, but it's insinuated. He locks the door, and he's like puts lighter fluid all over it, and then he lights the matches and he burns the shed. And then it goes back inside again. Like the footage goes, and it goes back inside the house. And I think this is when he shaves his head to the form of his headband.
Yeah, he has the weirdest haircut you've ever seen in your life.
And he had sticks in his hair and everything. And then he so it's insinuated that he's eating the child that he burned alive at the table while the mom is screaming. And then the crazy shit happens. He hears a baby cry. And the mother's like, no, they don't show anything. But as you said, from the dream, this is what, and then, so you hear the baby crying, and then you hear the mom begging, please no, please no. And then it flash forwards to him with a car, and he has blood all over him. So, and then he drives to the ocean, and he walks into the water, and he drowns. He drowns himself.
Yeah, it's one of the craziest movies I've ever seen.
It's a sick movie.
I did not find any trivia about it.
I did.
Did you? Yeah, would you enlighten us about the trivia? Because as
you couldn't find
earlier,
any trivia at all.
Well, when I just looked on IMDb and there was nothing listed there, but I didn't Google it. So
while you're talking, let me go on because it was on the
While you look it up, I'll just explain my perspective. There are parts of the movie that kind of would make you think of a way darker version of Borat. So I was very interested in finding out whether all the people featured in the film know that they're in the film. Like, clearly, the family at the end and the couple in the tent, I believe, are actors. I mean, everything looked like shots actually set up. It looked like part of a movie, but albeit found footage. But some of the other people, like the party people and such, I'm not sure like who was a real actor and who was, in this movie via guerrilla filmmaking. I'm very interested.
I know the riot was.
You told me the riot was real. Right? He just happened upon that and filmed it and added it to the movie. What do we know about this director? Is this his first film? Actually, I can look that up myself.
No, that's what I'm trying to find. That because someone on Reddit posted a link to another YouTube thing, and this guy, there were plenty of rumors about him that he was actually crazy during the filming. They were saying that he lost his mind, and there's like one scene where he's burying videotapes in the movie, and they said the production assistants had to go redig them out from the ground because he was really burying real tapes. And they don't know what was on those tapes. Nobody wanted to look. But I felt like he's like an Andy Kaufman because there's
like
another
he was doing method acting where he just stayed in character. He does have a couple other films. He has one called Quarantines, which it looks like it's a French version of the word quarantine, from 2021, and he has one called Cannibal Cafe from 2022.
And so there's this other YouTube page. I have it right here. I'm actually gonna let the commercial play because I wanted to get it. Skip. Okay, so it says if you look at it's by this guy named Nightmare Movies. It says when a movie lies to the audience,
Mm-hmm.
and it's 17 minutes long. They talk about how the movie recontextualizes the whole story, but there is a website that he goes on. Let me see. So the director then filmed that showed that he wasn't crazy, or so they say, and he made another. Like he has different people that he plays in this other video on YouTube. Yeah, so I mean, I can't do two things at once. So I can't keep talking.
I found the film. It says when a movie lies to the audience, is Nightmare Movies, and it also includes. It says what is he hiding? Is on the thumbnail.
Yeah, that's it.
There's also these are different reviews, but do you remember anything from it? Because I can't play. Well, I can't play the full video because it has as I'm looking at it, it's got scenes from like Gone Girl and other movies.
If you fast forward past that, it's all about Sorgoi. Well, anyways, so this guy's like an Andy Kaufman, where people think that he was really crazy during this movie, and he wasn't. And yeah, if you guys go to Nightmare Files, if you put it in the chat, Shasha,
it's Nightmare Movies, not
Nightmare Movies.
There's not Nightmare Files, Nightmare Movies.
Oh, so now the hint was if you're watching this, he says he's from a country in between Russia and Belarus. That country doesn't even exist.
Yeah.
So that told you right there that there was something amiss with this gentleman. And there are theories that he just went to Paris just to kill people. And there are theories that he was actually, because how do you he shouldn't have run out of money.
No.
And the movie company, no, there was no such thing.
Like
so
he made up his whole backstory is made up in his brain because he's clearly a madman. But speaking of madmen, we have another madman in the same vein as Sorgoi Prakav. I put these.
So would
together.
you recommend? Wait, would you recommend this movie to anybody?
Only extreme horror viewers.
Like if you like Martyrs.
Martyrs is kind of different type of French extremity. If you like Serbian film, like that type of extreme. If you like man bites dog,
yeah,
it's on that level. And if you like Be My Cat, for example, this is a perfect example. If you've already seen it,
somebody summed it up really well on Reddit chat, and I have to, if you want, I can read what they wrote, and I'll even give them credit.
Yeah, go ahead.
Somebody named Surprise Timely 4200 says, I just saw this film for the first time and I was blown away by it. You start to get an unsettling vibe early on. You know he does something bad because in the beginning of the film, you question what happened. As you watch the film, you start to get unnerved, not by him, but by everything happening around him in his situation. By the time after Roger, you realize it wasn't his situation, but was him. You knew something was wrong with the call to his mom, but then you think about him actually not just being quirky, but he mentally ill from the start, making bad decisions like purchasing cameras to finish his movie when he still has one strapped to his head that works. He doesn't have any money to stay in hotels. I wonder if he killed a hotel employee. He gave him a place to stay. He mentioned his girl, Matthew. He said he gave him a place to stay, and he mentions his girlfriend sometimes shows up. The next day, he's no longer with Matthew, and he never talks about him again. I bet his girlfriend shows up, and he did horrible things to her, too. So many little clues around. I think he also killed Roger, the homeless guy. Roger was already sick, but I think he poisoned him. I think he burned all his tourist stuff he bought with Roger. He had absolutely no remorse or emotional sadness. He just moved along. I realized he probably killed the hotel clerk. When we see him pay in the morning, he says he was tired, but the next scene, he's still tired at night, getting in a different room to stay.
This is just a recap of the movie.
Yeah, well,
I'm just recapping what you already said.
Oh, well, someone says in theory a drunk person should be easily defeated because of impaired coordination and balance, but yeah, that's not how it works in reality. Because people were like, he was drunk. They should have kicked his ass.
He was also crazy, and there's a such thing as crazy person strength.
Right. All right. So now, speaking of crazy.
Yeah, let's get into Be My Cat, because this person is equally crazy. Let me see what... I don't believe this one is French. This one is from Romania, but also Europe. So let's check out Be My Cat, a film for Anne. The whole title is Be My Cat, film for Anne. And it says, I will change the world with you, Anne. The following presentation was created by an aspiring Romanian filmmaker obsessed with convincing Hollywood actress Anne Hathaway to star in his film. It was initially seized by the authorities as part of a homicide investigation. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hello, Anne. My name is Adrian. I'm from Romania, and I want to make a movie with you. I saw you in Dark Knight Rises, and you're my actors. This is a film I'm making right now to convince you to come here and make that movie with me. I even
Now you see how he feels very similar to Sorgoi Prakav?
Yeah.
They got the same kind of craziness in their eyes.
They really do.
Convinced 3 Romanian actresses to play in this film to show you how I'm gonna work with you on Be My Cat.
A lot of festivals.
The actress needs to be skinny.
And I'm not skinny enough for you.
No.
Don't touch me!
They don't know.
You did get a good, while watching this, I like how a lot of it was filmed on the street, so you can kind of see the neighborhood.
I lied to them. Don't like boys and dogs. They're all bullies. I will put this material now on her face, and
that material that he has in his hand, where he says, "I will put this material on her face."
Yep.
Don't like boys and dogs. They're all bullies. I will put
this right here. That's got to be chloroform on the cloth, I believe, is what he did. Just out of pocket.
This material now on her face, and you will see what will happen.
I called the police.
They think that I'm making a real movie for cinema, you know?
Yeah, his happy dance it's taking me out of
Action. What should I do with you now? I will change the world with you, Anne.
This one was not as disturbing as Sorgoi Prakav, but it's still out of, like I keep saying, out of pocket.
Don't make me cut you.
You're a psychopath.
You have 20 seconds to give me one last word, and then I will close the camera.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can pretty much make out what the storyline is, but I'll just say it again for emphasis. I'm going to read one that's written by Nick Reganas. He writes, more than anything, enthusiastic Adrian, a Romanian amateur filmmaker, wants to make his first movie, but not just any movie. Fixated on his muse, the famous American actress Anne Hathaway, Adrian shoots demo reel scenes with the help of 3 unsuspecting local actresses, determined to impress Anne by sharing his bold vision. However, as adoration becomes delusion and obsession, reality threatens Adrian's fantasy, and suddenly his ambitious project turns into something entirely different. Will Anne ever see Adrian's creativity and shocking directorial brilliance?
That's all it says.
Mm-hmm. Apparently, this is part of a trilogy.
This
is the first entry in Adrian Tofai's spiritual trilogy, which includes We Put the World to Sleep and Pure.
Oh.
So that's interesting. I did not know this was part of a trilogy. I don't know whether I'll watch the other 2 films, because this one was enough to get through.
This one, this Be My Cat was the one movie that your sister thought was real. That
Yes, she was so
she
creeped
was
out.
like, "You watching this real shit?" And we had to show her IMDb pages of all the actors and actresses that were in the movie
Mhm.
because she did not believe this movie because we just went in. We went in blind. It's like, what are you watching? Snuff films? But
This
go ahead.
Creepy Colors says this one sounds like Borat too.
Yeah, man.
And also that Serbian film is just wrong. Absolutely. Serbian film is just fucked up.
Yeah, this what do you call it? Sorgoi is better than Serbian film, I think.
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
If you like
Serbian,
Human Centipede,
yeah.
go ahead. Sorry.
I have some trivia on this one.
Oh,
All the scenes in the movie are first takes. Adrian Tofai did multiple takes in the beginning, but then he realized that the first ones are always the most natural and authentic ones and decided to include only first takes in the final cut.
smart.
One of the executive producers, John Lepper, watched online some of the footage during filming. The chloroform scene looks so real that he contacted the actress, Sonia Teodoru, to see if she was okay if she wasn't genuinely chloroformed.
Wow.
One of the reasons why Adrian Tofai chose to make Be My Cat a horror movie was his theory that horror films put a mirror in front of the audience, a mirror in which they see reflected their darkest and most violent subconscious impulses. And so they become aware of them and get to control them in real life, thus becoming better persons. He meant the movie to be a character study about the paradoxical human nature, a meta study about filmmaking and acting, and a lesson in cinematic realism. I have a note about the blood. The blood looks a bit unrealistic because Adrian Tofai used strawberry syrup mixed with red paint for Easter eggs, since he couldn't find professional fake blood for a good price anywhere in Romania, and also to experience the do-it-yourself indie style. The light coming from the opposite direction through the blood-stained sheets also made the blood look lighter than it actually was. Adrian later regretted these decisions.
Oh.
He chose Anne Hathaway as his character's obsession in the movie because she had to be a worldwide known celebrity so audiences everywhere would connect to the film. Had to have something to do with cats since Adrian's role was inspired from a character he played in a one-man show that had some issues with cats, and had to be an actress Tofai genuinely appreciates so he could transform his appreciation into obsession for his role. In 2012, when Adrian Tofai was developing the movie, two Anne Hathaway movies came out, Les Miserables and The Dark Knight Rises. Tofai was impressed with her performance in Les Miserables and realized that his character in the movie would be impressed with her role in The Dark Knight Rises, since she was playing Catwoman. Therefore, all three prerequisites were met: famous actress, cat connection, and genuine appreciation. And Adrian made it a rational decision to pick Hathaway.
Oh. Oh, by the way, when you're when you're done with this, if you can pull up YouTube, I can give you as you're talking about Be My Cat, I found that dude's page from the Sergei Pakov, and you tell me if he's crazy or not. Just looking at his page, his YouTube page, it's his stuff. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
This would have been good for you to tell me before the broadcast, because then I could have had everything pulled up.
Okay, well then forget it.
Okay. Director Adrian Tofai asked the actress months in advance before shooting to see the Blair Witch Project and read his found footage manifesto in order to understand the found footage concept. I think I'll leave it at that.
Hey, Doc.
There's a whole bunch of trivia for Be My Cat, because it's this director seems about as committed to the bit as the one for Sorgoi Prakav. see. Doc says, dropping a high but can't stick around. No problem. Catch the replay.
Yes.
All right. Before we get into our top 10, there is a classic film that we must discuss.
This is a great
Oh, there's more. Sorry about that.
opportunity for you to win another Oscar.
Oh, okay, that's crazy. Before we talk about our top 10 of our favorite found footage, we have to talk about the grandfather of found footage, which is Cannibal Holocaust. Tonyman, have you seen Cannibal Holocaust?
No, I have not.
Oh, wow.
Why? Because of the actual killing of the animals.
Oh, yeah. There is a version without that. There's two
Oh.
versions. There's a version without the animal. I think for those that don't know, I believe they killed a turtle for real, and I think there was another animal. I can't remember what it was that they killed in real life for this film. But Cannibal Holocaust is one of the earliest found footage films, or in the horror realm, that is, because there have been others, but they weren't horror. And this one is very infamous. It was on the Video Nasties list, and the director was literally brought to court because the Italian authorities thought that the people featured in this were really killed. Like, for example, this woman that's sitting on this pole here, they believe that was real, that the pole was really going through her. To get this shot, there's a pole and it has a bicycle seat on it that she's sitting on, and then she has another bit of like wood coming out of her mouth to make it look as though she is impaled, but she is not impaled. Darth Redmond just came here. He says, "Hello, everyone. Lady Shasha must be stopped." I don't know why. And Creepy Color says, "I didn't enjoy Cannibal Holocaust." Yeah, that one it's not for everybody. It's very acquired taste. But for those that are uninitiated, I do have the original trailer here for us to take a look at. But I felt that we would be remiss to talk about our top 10 favorite found footage movies without paying homage to Cannibal Holocaust, which I believe is a must-watch if you are really into found footage, and even more so if you're into extreme found footage. Oh, before I hit play, Tonyman, you mentioned the Green Inferno. The Green Inferno is inspired by Cannibal Holocaust.
Yeah, I know. I know that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cruel, barbaric, authentic, the most brutal and savage film in modern history. The cameraman who shot this film were later devoured alive by cannibals. This is how they were advertising this. This is like, when you think about it, this is virality before the internet.
The law of the jungle. Eat or be eaten. These film cans tell what happened to the Americans who journeyed into the Amazon to shoot a documentary.
Incidentally, Marty says, my favorite found footages have to be Cloverfield, The Bay, and Wreck. I don't care for Cloverfield too much because of the shaky cam. I did enjoy The Bay, and we will be talking about Wreck a little bit later in this broadcast.
Yeah.
How
New
long
York
can you
City is only a day away from the green inferno of the Amazon jungle. 4 Americans plunge into the savagery of the Amazon jungle to film a documentary. They never come back. Are they still alive? If so, where are they?
Now, there's probably a lot of trivia about the people who play the villagers in this as well. If I'm not mistaken, I think I remember reading about how they were shown a film so they would know what a film was before casting them in this movie, but they did enjoy acting in this movie.
They didn't?
They did. They enjoyed it. Once they found out what a movie was, and I wonder if they, as this plays, I'm going to look through the trivia to see what movie it was they were shown, because I'm interested. I can't remember what it was.
Cruel. Brutal. Savage. Shocking.
Oh, happy
authentic,
music.
actually filmed in the Amazon jungle.
The music's killing me.
No!
Yeah, I'm gonna leave that up there. What are your initial impressions just of that first part of the trailer?
Well, like I said, if I can find the version that doesn't have the animals killing, I'd watch it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm interested in it. Why? What do you like? I mean, the music is killing me though.
You don't like that soft, you know,
I guess it's supposed to be what do you call it? How to say opposite? Like it's going to show all the
ironic.
brutality. Yeah, it's
Like
going
it's
to
meant
show
to
all
be
the.
ironic.
Yeah, well, not really ironic. That's like if you're looking for a spoon and all you need is a knife. I'm talking about.
Okay, no, that's not ironic. Actually, half of the things that she mentioned in the song are not irony. They're happenstance. They're I forgot how to
It's
describe
like
them, but
rain
they're
on your
not.
wedding day.
That's not ironic either. Um,
It's a series of unfortunate events.
I would like you to pronounce the director's name in your best Italian.
Ruggero Deodato.
Oh Jesus,
What?
Ruggero Diodato. You should be ashamed of yourself.
You know what?
It's
Don't
Diodato.
even. Don't. You are treading on some dangerous waters there.
Okay. Marty says, love the movie's main theme tune. It contrasts the movie. That's a
what it
good
was.
word. Contrast.
Thank you, Marty.
This soft melody pitted against the gonzo gore fest. Absolutely. Now this one, I do have to get into some of the trivia because there's a lot. I'll try to make it brief, but it's very interesting for you film buffs to know. 10 days after the premiere in Milan, the Italian court seized the film and arrested director Ruggero Deodato on obscenity charges. Deodato later faced additional charges of multiple murders based on allegations that several actors were killed on camera. To maintain the illusion of the documentary footage, the 4 primary actors had signed contracts requiring them to remain out of the public eye for 1 year following the release. What other movie did that same thing with the main actors?
Blair Witch.
Yeah, absolutely. To disprove the charges, Deodato contacted Luca Barbareschi and instructed him to locate the 3 other actors. The murder charges were dropped once the performers appeared in court. After viewing the film, director Sergio Leone sent a letter to Ruggero Deodato praising the work. The message stated that the second half of the film was a masterpiece of cinematic realism, but noted that the content appeared so authentic that the director may likely face legal or social repercussions globally.
Mm-hmm.
The film ranked as the second highest grossing foreign production in Japan during 1982, trailing only E.T. the Extraterrestrial. While some records associate the peak of its financial performance with 1983, the primary theatrical run and box office certifications confirm its status as a major commercial success within the 1982 Japanese market. The director has expressed public regret regarding the production of the film, specifically concerning the inclusion of genuine animal slaughter. He has characterized the decision to film these sequences as a mistake in his professional judgment. The iconic poster image features a woman impaled on a wooden pole. During a court appearance, Ruggero Deodato explained that the actress sat on a bicycle seat attached to the base of the timber while holding a small piece of balsa wood in her mouth. Fake blood was applied to complete the effect. The director noted that the actress remained remarkably still and calm throughout the filming process.
Nice.
The director planned a scene where indigenous extras would consume prop brains from a prosthetic monkey head. The local actors successfully petitioned to change the scene, as they considered real monkey brains a rare delicacy and preferred to consume the actual animal on camera.
That's fucking nasty.
Well, you never know. It might taste amazing. We don't know. We've never tried it.
Oh. The dude in one of them the prince liked it.
Are you talking about the one from Raiders of the Lost Ark?
Yes.
Temple of Doom?
Ooh, chilled monkey brain.
Mm-hmm.
But any more trivia?
Yeah. Let's see here. When Professor Monroe, Chaco, and Miguel sit outside the Yanomamo village following the discovery of the bone shrine, the actor portraying Miguel appears visibly distressed. Contrary to local legends and production rumors, the actor was not mourning his father, who had been murdered during filming. Ricardo Fuentes, who played Miguel, confirmed in later interviews that his father was alive at the time, and the emotional performance was a result of the intense filming conditions and the directorial style of Ruggiero Deodato. The film spawned 6 unofficial sequels, none of which were authorized by the director. These films, largely produced in Italy, often utilize alternate titles or marketing tactics to capitalize on the reputation of the original work. Stated in 2005 interview that during rehearsal for a sex scene with Francesca Chiardi, she suggested they engage in unsimulated intercourse in the jungle. Kerman reportedly declined the offer. In 2009, Chiardi contradicted this account, claiming that the sex scenes were not simulated and that she and Kerman were involved in a romantic relationship throughout the production.
All right, yeah.
In the scene where Professor Harold Monroe bathes in the river, the native women appearing with him are not members of an indigenous tribe, but are instead recruited from a local brothel in Leticia, Colombia.
Interesting.
When
So it was shot in Colombia?
I'm not know what I can look and see where it was shot, but let me finish the trivia because I don't want to lose my place, but I will see which country it was shot in. When Carl Gabriel York arrived in the Amazon for production, he received no script or prior information regarding the film content. The director ordered him into makeup immediately upon arrival. His first scene involved the prosthetic amputation of another character's leg. York later stated in interviews that he spent much of the production uncertain if he was participating in a standard film or a snuff film. I'm skipping over some of the animal trivia because we already know that they did that for real with the animals.
Yeah.
Okay. The Yanomamo and Shamatari are indigenous tribes residing in the Amazon rainforest between Venezuela and Brazil. Their depiction in the film is fictionalized and does not accurately reflect their true cultural practices or social structures. The film was banned in Italy shortly after its 1980 premiere, following a lengthy legal battle involving the confiscation of the original negatives and the temporary revocation of Debu Deodar's civil rights. The ban was lifted and the film was re-released in 1984.
Damn.
The Last Road to Hell sequence contains genuine footage of the executions. Director Ruggiero Deodato utilized stock footage of a real political execution from various conflicts in Asia and Africa to enhance the documentary realism of the film. And you can tell that. There are certain scenes where you could clearly tell that they switched footage from South American tribes to previous African tribes and Southeast Asian tribes. It's like so funny. Like if you watch it with your current day eyes, you're like, those aren't the same people. The director conceived the film after observing his son watch a violent television news report. He noted that the journalist focused on graphic imagery and suspected that certain angles were staged to provide more sensational footage.
Are you not entertained?
Mm-hmm. The original title for the production was The Green Inferno, before being changed to its current title shortly before release to increase the shock value of the marketing. Director Roderick Diogrades later utilized the original title for his own cannibal-themed film as a direct tribute to this work. Let's see here. Several of the actors expressed opposition to the animal killings, of course. That's critical reception. We can skip that. The director intended to include a sequence where indigenous tribes fed an enemy to piranhas, but the production lacked a functional underwater camera to film the action. The only production still photographs of the script, but there are production stills of the scripted scene that exist. It was banned in Norway for a while. Like I said, it was on the Video Nasties.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find the one where they talk about the indigenous actors, but I don't see it here. One of the indigenous performers congratulated Carl Gabriel York for his stamina after the filming of a sexual encounter with Francesca Ciardi, because the scene required numerous takes, and the local performers believed the actors were engaging in genuine intercourse. The Yakumo chief and the Yanomami chief are both portrayed by the same indigenous actor.
Can you imagine that?
What?
It's so real that you got to be like, nah, we did not have sex.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't. No, what's wrong with you?
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy. Like, man. I mean, I'm sure there are other movies that happened.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
I believe it.
I wonder if it was Angel Heart. Shout out to Tom Baker. Who's posting?
I heard that's a rumor about Angel Heart. I don't think that was ever confirmed. They probably floated that rumor to get buzz about the movie.
Yeah, well, I think so.
Filmmakers Oliver Stone and Eli Roth have both expressed admiration for this film. The village sequence in Stone's Platoon includes visual parallels to the village depicted in this production. Roth's 2013 film, The Green Inferno, serves as a direct homage and was heavily inspired by the narrative structure and aesthetic of La Cage aux Folles d'Eu in 1980.
Yep.
A brief musical segment from Don't Torture a Duckling, 1972, is reused by composer Riz Ortolani during the opening title sequence and various scenes throughout the film.
Right.
Oh, the woman who is depicted as impaled, her name is the actress's name is Luigina Rocci. Are you okay? I keep hearing your mic move.
Yeah, I'm moving my mic because my back hurts.
Oh.
I'll mute it.
That makes two of us, because my back, I told you earlier, I wrenched my back trying to lift something, and I'm floating off of 3 extra strength Tylenol right now. That's also what I should mention with the upcoming slides for our top 10. There are typos and a few mistakes there. If you notice those, it's because I was in pain all day.
Yeah. Now I sound better. I was leaning on my shoulder, and my shoulder was like tingling.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah. So, and I was also digging up my my list. But
I actually have visuals for it, so you don't even have to look at your list unless you have extra notes.
No, I was just gonna give my opinion of each movie.
Okay, I'm gonna do the same. I think I'll leave it off there because I think I did enough as far as, I mean, there's so much trivia on this.
Yes.
Like, you could do a whole video on just the trivia off of Cannibal Holocaust, but it's just important for people to know that this is the granddaddy of of found footage films.
It's what started
it all.
Horror
specifically. Let me see what's going on in the chat here. Tom Baker says, "What a nice fella, so sensitive." And Creepy Color says, "You do your job so damn good they arrest you."
Yeah.
Tom says, "Anyone that harms animals is making a movie can kiss my," and y'all can finish that. Ferox had an anteater in half in the movie. The girls caressed it and played with it. Then they filmed the anteater being eaten alive. Oh, did not know that. I don't think I've seen Cannibal Ferox. Tom Baker says, "Leave the animals be, loser directors." Absolutely, I agree with that. Especially when it's so much easier to create a fake animal than to use a real one. Not a fan of the animal cruelty in this, but I get annoyed when folks shit on this, but are cool with Apocalypse Now, even though the scene has the steer bull killed. Yo, guys, I gotta turn in. Night. Oh, you have a good night, Marty.
All right. See you later, Marty.
And Tom says Terrence Young shot 2 young elephants for a scene in Safari in 1958. Another coward and scumbag. Yeah, I agree with that. That's horrible. That's absolutely horrible.
Yeah. I'm that way. Like I can watch
Yeah.
people. I can watch people get dismembered, but I just can't watch animals get hurt.
Yeah, that's part of the reason why like people really love Necromantic, but I can't. I for the most of the movie is fine, but there's a scene where he appears to harm a cat, and it's so disturbing to watch. I can never rewatch Necromantic because like why did you add the scene with the cat? That really bothers. It's very disturbing.
Yeah, cat's doing nothing but being a cat.
Exactly.
That's what it is.
Break time.
All right. See you in a few.
If you need to adjust yourself and all that kind of stuff, you guys need to get something to drink. We will be back with the second part of our show, which will get into our top 10 best found footage movies. This is just our opinion. Your opinion may vary, but we'll get into it right when we come back. If I entertained you, made you smile, or helped you pass the time, please consider supporting this channel so that I can do that more. Horror channels often get suppressed and demonetized, but you can help in 3 ways: by pledging a monthly contribution on Patreon, sending a one-time tip using your preferred financial app, or you could help for free by liking and commenting for the algorithm, and most importantly, sharing this video on your social media. Thank you so much.
Now on with the show.
All right, let's get started with our honorable mentions. I felt, even though these did not make my top 10, I still think they're worth a watch. So I added Don't Hang Up for the storyline, absolutely for storyline. Unfortunately, Don't Hang Up is not widely available. It was only available for a short time on Apple, what's it called? Apple Movies or Apple?
Yeah, some
Apple Plus.
Yeah,
whatever the Apple streaming platform is. It was only available on there for a short amount of time. And then No Entrees. Otherwise known entrees. I don't know how to say it in Spanish. No entrees. I'm
no
sorry.
Entres.
Entres?
No entres.
No entres. Okay, I tried it. I got it. That was let me tell you where that was. If it's available. I'm gonna look it up right now.
It's translates to do not enter.
Yeah, do not enter. Yeah, it's not streaming anywhere either at this moment, but if you see it pop up, definitely give it a look.
If you do, punch it in as no entres. Do not put do not enter, because there's an American movie that's called Do Not Enter that it kept popping up for me, and it was driving me nuts.
Yeah, this one is from it's a co-production between Paraguay and Argentina. And it's in Spanish, and it's about 2 friends who are aspiring YouTubers that trespass where they shouldn't. Their adventure takes a terrifying turn as they confront an unimaginable terror.
Which was a really good movie.
Yeah, it was a very, very good movie. You guys probably have heard of Grave Encounters. Grave Encounters is like a mockumentary on ghost adventures. with Zach Baggins. They have a character that acts very Zach Baggins-ish in it.
Yeah.
And they try to do some grave encounters. It's the name of their TV series. And they go into, is it abandoned hospital that they went into?
Yeah.
Let me pull up the synopsis.
Yeah, it was abandoned. I think it was abandoned hospital.
Yeah, it says here, for their ghost hunting reality show, a production crew locks themselves inside an abandoned mental hospital that's supposedly haunted, and it might prove to be all too true.
So, what would maybe try to extend this a little bit? So, what did you like about Don't Hang Up?
The storyline. And I should mention, this is the Don't Hang Up from 2025, because there's also multiple movies called Don't Hang Up, but this one is from 2025. The synopsis reads, Summer and her friends attend a wedding in Tulsa. Their rental house is haunted by ghosts seeking vengeance for the 1921 Tulsa massacre. A chilling battle ensues to survive. Now, I wish this one would be more widely available because of the ghosts being victims of the Tulsa massacre, the 1921 Tulsa massacre. I think that's a very interesting story to tell, and that's what I really liked about it. The scares weren't, super great. They were okay, but the storyline is what made it so strong for me.
Well, I mean, the only thing that bothered me about this movie were two things.
Yeah.
The boyfriend in the corner.
Yeah, well, he acts as the reason for the phone calls.
Yeah, he's very monotone. But he was very monotone.
Oh, you felt like his acting wasn't
it was
strong
very
enough?
stiff. And if the ghosts are trying to do revenge stuff, they were beating up the Asian chick
a lot. Yeah, I don't know why
they tried to drown her.
I really thought the person who should have got the brunt of it was the girl who opened the urn. She should have got her ass beat.
Oh yeah, the South African. Was she South African?
She was from either Sweden or Norway. She was from somewhere in Northern Europe.
Yeah. But of course,
yeah,
you have to have that one that goes, I don't believe that shit. It's not real.
Yeah, I think my hypothesis for why the Asian actor got beat up the most was that she was the actor able to do those stunts the best. That's the only way it makes sense for me, is that, okay, this person is able to do these physical stunts, so that's who's going to do the physical stunts. That's what I was thinking. And
it all started because they went to an Airbnb and they said, this guy said, do not go into the basement. So the girl from the Norwegian girl decides to break the lock and go into the basement. Not only does she do that, they find an urn and she opens it up. So she
all the wrong things to do.
All the wrong things. And they got mad at the guy that got mad at the owner for getting mad at them.
Yeah. You ready to get into our top 10 list?
Go for it.
I put a side by side of my pick and your pick. So my number 10 is a film called Ghost Watch, and yours is Bad Ben.
Yes.
Would you like to tell us why you chose Bad Ben? And let me just read the poster. It says, Tom Riley thought this home was a great deal. It turns out it was a nightmare.
Bad Ben and the subsequent 14 other movies are the most hilarious thing I've ever seen. Like, and who put us onto it?
My uncle came in the house one day and he said, ha ha ha, this guy thought he was getting a deal at a estate sale, but then the demon was kicking his ass.
So we had to figure out what movie it was.
We had to figure out what movie he was talking about. And he also put us onto an app that we didn't know about. He was watching this app called Fawsome, which is I'll type it in the chat. It's like effing awesome, but it's FAWESOM.
Yeah, and I mean, think about it. This guy did this with his own money. You've talked about it like ad nauseum on your channel, but yeah, he did it with his own money.
in his own house.
In his own house.
Using his own security cameras. As you
Yeah.
can see, the bottom center picture there is him waving on to one of his security cameras. That's what he filmed the lion's share of the movie on.
This is awesome.
Yeah.
I thought it was awesome. That's why it's my top 10, because it was very ingenious.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just overhead. I mean, no overhead at all. It's like just profit.
Yeah, pretty much, because he was the writer, the director, the editor, the star. Like,
yeah.
I think it's just an awesome thing that he did there.
Like when he's like, "I'm gonna kick your ass to the ghost," and then all we hear is, poosh, poosh, "Ow!"
Mm-hmm.
Like, that shit's hilarious.
Mm-hmm. And I chose Ghostwatch, even though I just recently found out about it, maybe the year before last. It is a British production that was a TV movie. And at the very beginning of the TV movie, they do a disclaimer saying that this is fictional and it's just a TV movie. It's presented as a documentary, but there's a lot of people that missed that. They turned it on late and missed the warning at the beginning. So they thought it was real what they were watching. And what added to that is that the gentleman that you see standing there in the still that says Ghostwatch over his shoulder on the monitors, he is a TV presenter that they were very familiar with. It would be like if you made the same thing in America, but put Walter Cronkite or Don Lemon, or I forget the gentleman's name that he's
Dan Rather.
Dan Rather. There's another guy. He's a Vanderbilt, but I forgot. Is it Carson? No.
Anderson Cooper.
Anderson Cooper. Yeah. His mother is Gloria Vanderbilt. That's why I keep forgetting his name. But if they put Anderson Cooper on a program like this, people might believe that it was real if they turned on late and thought it was just a real news program. But it's very interesting.
We got put on
the way that it's done. Have you seen Ghostwatch?
Yeah, I watched it with you. We got put onto it because of the Devil movie.
Late Night with the Devil.
Yeah.
Yes. This was a precursor to Late Night with the Devil, would be Ghostwatch. Absolutely.
That's why we watched it.
Mm-hmm.
And it was really good. I liked it.
Yeah, I liked it a lot. All right, let's go to our
minimal blood and guts, all that other stuff. It was great. So,
it was more atmosphere and storytelling.
That would have been my honorable mention.
Yeah, it would have been your honorable mention.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Number 9. We just finished talking about Sorgoi Prakav, so
it's just maybe it's recency bias, but I actually am a found footage guy, and this one stuck with me, so it has to go up there.
Yeah. My number 9 was Digging Up the Marrow, which is about a elderly gentleman who is telling everyone that there are monsters living underneath the city. And most people don't believe him. And there's a documentarian that goes to interview him and try to get to the bottom of why he's saying there's monsters living beneath the city.
I never saw this.
You never saw Digging Up the Marrow?
No.
Oh, I've got to show it to you. I think you would enjoy it. It has... Let me tell you the actor's name. I always confuse him for the guy that was in Event Horizon, but that's not him. That is Ray Wise, who is in this movie as the elderly gentleman that says that there's creatures living in the city. It's described as a documentary exploring genre-based monster art takes an odd turn when the filmmakers are contacted by a man who claims he can prove that monsters are indeed real. But yeah, it stars Ray Wise. It's directed by Adam Green, which I believe Adam Green did one of, if I'm not mistaken, did one of the was the Halloween 2018. I believe
he also did Hatchet. Victor Crowley. He's the one that created Victor Crowley.
Yes. You're absolutely right. Yeah. Well, you can see. Look at the image that I have there. As that's actually from Hatchet. That's Victor Crowley ripping somebody's face open.
So you can get any pictures for Digging Up the Marrow?
I did that by mistake. I told you that there were going to be typos and errors on this.
Oh, because I was like,
because
if
I
it's
was in
I
a
looked at
lot of
that.
pain.
I looked at the top photo. I was like, man, that's something I want to see because I thought those creatures were ripping someone's head off.
No, that's from Hatchet, actually.
Oh, bummer.
Yeah, I told you I was in a lot of pain. I took painkillers. I'm doing the best I can today.
You're fine.
But yeah, Digging Up the Marrow is definitely worth a watch. Let's go to our number 8.
Numero 8.
Would you like to speak about Chronicle?
Chronicle isn't a horror movie, but I really, really enjoyed the movie. I actually felt like the antagonist or protagonist, the villain, the one that got the powers and used them for evil instead of good.
That's the antagonist.
Yeah, I kind of felt his pain. I knew, why he did what he did. And I'm sorry, but just like Carrie, if I had those powers, I'd probably be like him too. And of course, who stars in it? A young, what the hell's his name? Oh my God, young Apollo Creed.
Michael B. Jordan.
Yes, young Michael B. Jordan or younger Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah. For those that don't know, Chronicle is about 3 high school friends who gain superpowers after making an incredible discovery underground. Soon they find that their lives spinning out of control and their bond tested as they embrace their darker sides. To me, this movie felt like a live-action version of Akira.
Yeah. Akira?
Akira.
Okay.
I'm sorry, that's the way I say it.
All right.
I didn't say where this is available. Chronicle is on HBO right now and Disney Plus and Prime Video. For mine, Deadstream is on Shudder. It's a Shudder exclusive, and Deadstream is like if you made a found footage Evil Dead.
Yeah,
and it's a lot of fun. It is.
I
so
did
much
like
fun.
that too. I forgot about Deadstream. There's a lot of movies I forgot about because I've seen a lot. But yeah, I like Deadstream when he's like walking in the house and the fans like, "Hi, I followed you here because I'm watching your stream." He's like, "What? Really?"
Yeah.
That was a good movie. Hey, what's
I'll
up?
give you a
Bill Chill.
Oh yeah, Bill Chill. Hey, Deadstream is described as a disgraced internet personality attempts to win back his followers by live streaming one night alone in a haunted house. But when he accidentally upsets a vengeful spirit, his big comeback event becomes a real-time fight for his life.
If you notice, a lot of these movies that you've picked, so, well, not a lot. I want to say a lot, but a couple of them have been YouTubers trying to make it big.
Yes.
And what happens when you don't? Yep. Okay. But yeah, Deadstream was a good movie though. I liked it. Of course, you know what happens when you. But all right.
Bill Chill says I liked Chronicle. I apparently rated it a 7.7 back in
Hey, all right.
2012.
All right, Bill Chill.
Yeah.
See?
Let's go with our number 7 picks now.
Number 7.
I definitely have to agree with you on Rec, but go ahead and talk about it.
Yeah, Rec was good, but quarantine killed me. But I did like Rec. I just didn't like. I couldn't explain it. It was a good movie, but I tried to watch it again, and I was like, oh, never mind. That's what I did.
For those that don't know, Rec is about a television reporter and a cameraman
Yeah.
who follow emergency workers into a dark apartment building and are quickly locked inside with something terrifying. I like the premise of Rec because I didn't know what to expect. Like Record. I think it's really called Record.
Yeah.
But when you first watch it, you don't know what to expect. So the reveal comes as a surprise, and I think that's the strength of the movie.
The OG titty monster.
Yeah, I will get into that later because I have Wreck a little bit higher on my list. But my number 7 is The Taking of Deborah Logan.
I don't even remember that movie. I know I saw it.
It was about an elderly woman battling Alzheimer's disease. She agrees to let a film crew document her condition, but what they discover is something far more sinister going on. Yeah,
I have to rewatch this.
Yeah, what was interesting about it is it does start off as more like a medical documentary where they're just documenting a woman who believes has Alzheimer's because she keeps forgetting things and turning up places that she doesn't remember how she got there. But of course, spoiler alert, she doesn't remember certain things because she's possessed.
Yeah.
And whatever it's taking over her body at night is making her do these different things that she doesn't remember.
Was this the one that she like bent over backwards and like did all these weird? Or was that different? That was
I think
her.
she did that, and she also jumped up on a stove. One dead jump. Like it's a lot of physical stuff that's unsettling to see an elderly person.
Wasn't she the nun?
No, that's not the same actor.
Oh.
And the tagline says, "Evil lives within you."
I remember where I remember her from. I the face on the page on the box cover.
Mm-hmm.
It very familiar, and it's that in that movie that we watched. What was it called? Abigail, not Abigail. Remember, it was like a hipster John Wick young girl that was fighting against a bunch of truthers. I guess you would call them. Truthers. Played by Kevin James.
Kevin James. Is it called like it's a girl's name like Jessica or Jennifer?
Yeah, but Kevin James was like this evil Nazi dude.
Yeah.
So far from.
Hold on, I'm gonna Google it because that's gonna bother me.
But I remember she was the mom.
Where a young girl defeats a group of men in the woods. One of them played by Kevin James. Becky, okay. It was called Becky. I was trying to figure out which white girl name was named after.
But yeah, that's a good movie, man.
Yeah, Becky was a good movie, but what does that have to do with?
She was the mom. She was the mother that was like, "Come here, darling." But she was like,
that's the same. Yeah, it was the same actress. Okay,
yes,
I got
that's
you.
what I was trying to get. Yeah.
Yes, the actress from Deborah Logan was also in Becky. All right, let's get to our number 6.
Sorry if I lost you for a moment there.
Mm-hmm. That was on me. Your number 6 was Exists.
Yes. I love this movie.
From the director of the Blair Witch Project, by the way.
Yes.
And tell us why you love this movie.
Because first of all, we don't have any good Bigfoot movies. Mm-hmm. And second of all, because you figure out towards the end, are we doing spoilers?
Well, we know.
I can break it down and be like,
he's on the poster. The Bigfoot is on the poster.
Well, a bunch of douchebag people go in the woods to go to their father's cabin, and they boom hit something, and they thought it was a deer because there's hair all over the lights. Mm-hmm. And then when they get to the house, this stuff starts happening, and they find out. Long story short, that they ran over a Bigfoot baby, and the mama is kicking their ass and killing them. And it was the best movie. Like, it was just because it happened in the woods. So it was like unexpected stuff. Like, what you don't see scares you. Like when they're all and you just hear bam on the door and you see the bike is like thrown against the door. Mm-hmm. Or when they're locked, they all run to the basement and you just hear the Bigfoot walking around the house and destroying the house upstairs.
So
you're just like, oh, it's
sound.
A big.
Use the sound effectively.
Oh yeah, again, just like the other movie, The Blair Witch.
Mm-hmm. Using sound effectively.
But Exist is so much better than Willow Creek, I think.
Yeah.
Like I watched, and that right there, that where it says Exist, and and the Bigfoot put a tree through the car.
Mm-hmm.
Because but. It was funny because on a side note, when we went to Seattle for the movie festival, mm-hmm. we had in the cabin. Lady Shasha remembers this because I couldn't go because of my hernia surgery. But we had a Bigfoot specialist come, and
Take us on a hike.
and I was so I said, "Are Bigfoots like the one that exists?" And he said, "That one, that one is the closest to home of how Bigfoots are." He called them interdimensional beings, and he stood there barefoot.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was funny. But I mean, it was interesting. But yeah, he says that every time he talks to someone, they always bring up exists, and that is the closest thing to what a Bigfoot would have been.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, it's the number 6.
My pick for number 6 is Afflicted.
I forgot about this movie too because this would have been up on my list too.
Two best friends see their trip of a lifetime take a dark turn when one of them is struck by a mysterious affliction. Now, in a foreign land, they race to uncover the source before it consumes him completely. That's a bit of a misnomer with the description because it's really about it is two best friends. They go on a trip. The reason why they go on a trip is one of the friends is a cancer patient and they are terminal. And so they decide they want to take a trip before they pass away. And of course, because this is found footage, is told through their travel log footage that they've taken with their cameras. While in Europe, it's my assertion because the movie doesn't come out and say this, but it's my assertion that he contracts vampirism, which does cure his cancer, but now he's afflicted with vampirism. So,
well, I mean, it's not even inferred because if you remember, they're walking up a cliff in the sun, and he's like, I don't know why my skin. Like he's mentioning how his body
his skin is burning. Yeah,
that's vampirism.
Yes. But it was shot very well. There was a lot of parts of it that are point of view, kind of like hardcore Henry, and then there's other parts that are not POV. I like that it wasn't overly shaky cam because that's one of my big pet peeves of found footage. If it's too much shaky cam, I don't want to watch it. So they were able to do this, and I believe that, if I'm not mistaken, because it's been a while since I watched this movie, they visited like 3 different countries in Europe.
Yeah,
during the course of the movie, right?
The reason that it was like hardcore Henry was because he had a camera strapped to him still.
Yes.
When he did the vampire stuff, which was a great perspective.
Yes.
Like him jumping over the roofs and like, doing all that stuff. That was awesome.
Tom Baker says, "You Americans and your Bigfoot. We have a lot of cryptids in our country. Actually, if you look,
you don't have them in Belgium.
Yeah, I'm going to type the word in the chat for you guys to look up cryptids. Google cryptids, and you'll find out that there's so many in America. They're for different regions. In addition to the Bigfoot, we have the Sasquatch and the Jersey Devil and the Mothman. Can you think of other cryptids in the U.S.?
Yeah, the stink ape,
the skunk ape,
the skunk ape in Florida. Jersey Devil.
I said, didn't I say the Jersey Devil? I thought I did.
The chupacabra, but that's in Puerto Rico.
That's still part of America. It's a territory of America.
That's right. So yeah, we have a lot. Abominable Snowman, which is the Yeti in Alaska. So yeah, there's a lot.
I'm gonna bring up a picture of. This is why there's a lot of questions as to the cryptids. There's even by states. Let me bring this up. Okay, let me bring that down there and then add these.
Hold on there. Tom Baker is from Belgium, correct?
Yes.
Okay. What about the Kiedde? Kiedde? Tom? What is that? It's been described as a werewolf with bat wings.
This is the American bestiary, the most famous mythical creature in every U.S. state. That's one image. I'm going to show you a list. We'll go through the list.
Or the why are you doing that? Or what does it say? A pig-faced woman and gnomes. What about gnomes, man?
Gnomes. Is that from Belgium? I thought that was from.
I don't know. Are they
Further
from
south
Belgium?
I thought gnomes were from further south in Europe, but I'm not
Oh.
sure. Here's
All
the
right.
United States of cryptids. Alabama has white thang. Alaska has Iliama lake monster. Arizona has the saber-toothed tiger. Arkansas has the white river monster. California has the deep star 4000 fish. Colorado has the river lizard. Connecticut has the black panther. Delaware has the phantom kangaroo. Florida has the Gulf. What is that? Coelacanth? I haven't heard of that. Georgia has the Altamaha. Hawaii has the Mal-Oho. Idaho has the American ibex. Is there something? Wait, I got to remove this to see the bottom one there. Illinois has the infield. I can't read it, but it says infield something. There's a something over it. Indiana has the beast of Busco. Iowa has the maned American lion. Kansas has the sinkhole Sam. Kentucky has the Milton lizard. Louisiana has the ivory-billed woodpecker. Maine has the specter moose. Maryland has the Chessie. Massachusetts has the Gloucester sea serpent. Michigan has the Wahila. Minnesota has the Pepple. Mississippi has the Ship Island monster fish. Missouri has the Creve Core mystery fish. Montana has the Shunka Warakan. Nebraska has the American elephant. Nevada has the Tahoe Tessie. New Hampshire has the Eastern cougar. New Jersey has the Angus mystery frog. What happened to the Jersey Devil? That should be on there. New Mexico has the Loomis Pichuquate. New York has the naked bear. North Carolina has the beast of Bladenboro. North Dakota has the American giant snake. Ohio has the Crosswick monster. Oklahoma has Wichita flying snakes. Oregon has the caddy. Pennsylvania has the thunderbird. Rhode Island has the dorsal finner. South Carolina has the Carolina parakeet. A parakeet doesn't sound too dangerous. I mean, it's a little tiny bird.
No.
South Dakota has the Campbell Lake dragon. Now that sounds way more imposing. Tennessee has a cat of many colors. Texas has Demonex pseudo goat. That's interesting. Utah has a bear lake monster. Vermont has the devil monkey. Virginia has the gorp. I gotta look at what a gorp is. Washington has the Bigfoot. West Virginia has a Bigfoot. Wisconsin has Washington's eagle. Wyoming has a passenger pigeon. Puerto Rico has the chupacabra, but it says chupacabra bird. I thought chupacabra wasn't a bird. I was very okay. I have to look into that. Guam has the Triesta fish. Samoa has the Samoan lorikeet, and the Virgin Islands has long-necked sea serpent. And I'm gonna bring back up the picture again, so you can see these animals that have been named.
I think.
Look at the serpent there in Alaska.
But the one in Florida, that's supposed to be the skunk ape.
Yeah, that's what it looks like down here, the skunk ape.
But he's out in the Everglades.
The Jersey Devil would be up here somewhere.
In Jersey?
Yeah. But you can see this is a map of the cryptids and creatures that have been seen in the United States. And I wonder if that's supposed to be that's Alaska. So this is Hawaii. They didn't picture Puerto Rico here, which is a tip. They didn't picture Puerto Rico, Samoa, or Guam, which are also American territory.
Yeah.
But the point is, this is why Americans are interested in cryptids, because there's so many sightings. They might be, I mean, the theory is that they're interdimensional. That's why they can just disappear and come back and disappear and come back, and no one can ever find where they live. They just see sightings of them, but they can never find where they live.
Yeah. Interdimensional, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So that's why we're interested in the Bigfoot. Sam Baker says, we have more like funny characters in the line of Peter Pan. Bill Chill says the Mothman. Exactly.
7 people die.
Bill Chill says Pennsylvania has Squonk, a hairy pig creature with warts who always cries. And in Georgia has the Alti River monster. He also mentions the Wendigo, which is another good one. The Wendigo, I don't think the Wendigo is isolated to one state, but multiple states. Tom Baker just says Germany. Germany. And also New York has the terrible orange monster. Oh, if you're talking about someone whose name rhymes with rump, I think that's what he means. But the terrible orange monster. He has his name on a building up there in New York, I heard. Bill Chill says Illinois has the infield horror possible alien, as well as Montana has the Shunka Warakin. Yep, that's a hyena creature. Thank you for letting us know what that looked like, because on the list I read, it did not say hyena
Bill
creature, but now I
Chill
have
is
a picture. Bill Chill is on it tonight.
He's
Wyoming has the
well-versed.
jackalope. Yeah, a jackalope. I used to be really interested in jackalopes when I was a child because I was so fascinated.
I thought they were just from America's Funniest Home Videos. What was that other show?
I don't know, but I was saying
The one
I
it used to come on. Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt, but it came on after America's Funniest Home Videos, and it was it's Dave Coulier and some other chick, and he would always have a jackalope doing stupid stuff like I'm a jackalope, and it would run around. And it was supposed to be funny.
I don't know that show, but I was very fascinated by the idea of a jackalope when I was a child because of it being a bunny rabbit with antlers like a deer.
Man.
Tom says the New York orange monster becomes bloated when you praise it. And also, we're only talking about monsters. Yes, we're only talking about monsters, but I digress. Let's go to our number 5 picks.
All right.
It's funny how we both ended up in Asia for our number 5 picks.
Yeah.
I chose Noroi the Curse, or Norai, I'm not sure how to pronounce it, the Curse, which is on Shudder right now. Let me look up the synopsis for that, because
I have to watch this.
You have to watch Norai. I don't know whether
I've
you
never
would like
seen
it
it
as much. Oh, you hadn't seen it?
No.
I thought you saw it because it's from a while ago, like 2005-ish. Yeah, 2005. Okay, the synopsis is a prominent paranormal journalist, Kobayashi, goes missing shortly after completing a documentary. What begins as an investigation into strange noises soon evolves into the chilling mystery of a demonic entity named Kagutaba. So this one would go along well with Grave Encounters because it's involving a documentarian that specializes in the supernatural.
I thought mine would.
What, Gonjam would also go with that because they're both asylum movies. Yeah. Gonjam would also Gonjam was super entertaining when it comes to the personalities because they really felt like real social media people. Gonjam Haunted Asylum is described as the crew of a horror web series travels to an abandoned asylum for a live broadcast. It soon encounters much more than expected as it moves deeper inside the nightmarish old building. So what did you love about Gonjam Haunted Asylum?
I liked it because it was, if I remember, there were 2 movies that we saw that were found footage from Asia. If this is the one where the guy was like, we're all gonna do this, and there was like a couple girls from, and they were like filming when they were in town, right?
Yes, they started off in town where they were kind of sitting at tables together at a restaurant.
Okay, yeah.
And they were deciding how they're gonna do their live stream because they wanted to surpass a certain number of views.
1 million views.
Yeah.
But it was just, I just really enjoyed it because the way that what amused me the most was the way the dude was sweaty. Because I was like, is it hot in there or what? Because he was very sweaty, like through the first half of this movie.
Well, I imagine that. I mean, there's no electricity in the asylum, so
and of course,
no AC.
And of course, when they're doing the ritual, and the guy's like, don't go in there to one of the girls. She was like, I'm gonna go in there. I don't care. It's gonna be fun. Because the director kept going, no, I need you guys to do this because he had everything rigged.
Yeah.
He had everything, like he supposedly had everything rigged, but then it became real. And they're like, this wasn't part of the movie. This wasn't part of it. And it was just very actiony. And I liked the way they had their camera set up. How they had the GoPro on their head. No, they were holding cameras, but they had the GoPro facing them.
Yeah, they had one camera facing them and one camera from their perspective. So they all were equipped with 2 cameras showing 2 different angles.
And you literally can see behind them, like you can see the people behind them, like doing stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So it felt like it was a real, like it would have been a real documentary on a YouTube. That's what I really appreciated about it.
It felt like that TV series that was on HBO, not HBO, sorry, MTV. Remember Fear that was on MTV where they had the cameras mounted on people? Yeah.
Yep. But the other one I was confusing with was the I think it was the 13th Stair. Remember that one?
Yes, the 13th. It was the 13th Step. I think it was called the 13th Step.
That was crazy too.
Let me double check that. That was on Netflix, right?
I believe so. It was about a group of people that were filming themselves, and you do a specific ritual type thing, or you say something like a Candyman, and the 13th step appears out of 12 steps. And if you do not, like when you're on these steps, you do not look behind you. And of course, somebody looked behind them and all hell broke loose.
I don't think it was called the 13th Step. Hold on.
Well, there was something about steps.
Asian horror movie about a curse on stairs. Let's see here. The Bridge Curse.
That's what it was?
Yeah, it was called The Bridge Curse. It was regarding a haunted university staircase in South Korea.
Okay.
And then there's another one called Wishing Stairs from 2003. But the one we're talking about is the one from 2020, The Bridge Curse.
Yeah. But it was that one was, but Gunjum was good. I really like. I want to watch it again now that I'm looking at it.
Mm-hmm. I have it on Blu-ray.
You do?
Yeah, I think. Let me just check here.
My favorite scene.
Predator, I have Get Out. I could swear I had it on Blu-ray.
My favorite scene was the part when the camera was facing the girl, and she said something. That picture that you see right there at the bottom.
Yeah.
Did that make you jump?
Yeah, the first time. Yeah.
I kind of figured it did. I bet you still would make you jump.
Probably.
But yeah, that's my number 6. Number 5. Sorry.
Number 5.
Number
All right, let's
5.
get to our number 4.
Number 4. 4.
I should have set up the soundboard. Okay, so I chose Final Prayer, which is also known as Borderlands. Tagline: Evil has a new form. And this one, it starts off, you think that it's not going to be super terrifying, but as it goes on, it gets creepier and creepier. Like it ratchets up the tension. That's what I really liked about it. It's about a team of Vatican investigators who descend upon a church in a remote area to demystify the unusual happenings. But what they discover is more disturbing than they had first imagined. Yeah, so they go, it's also documentary style at first, where they go to visit this old church that people have seen strange occurrences around. And so they get mic'd up, they get their cameras ready, and they say they're going to go and check it out and either debunk what's going on or prove that it's real. And things get really, really dicey. And I liked the impending claustrophobia of it, how it goes with that. And also, this is also a foreign film. Let me tell you what country this is from. Well, foreign to us, not foreign to the listeners. Yeah, it's the one with the priest.
Was that the one with the priest that like fell out of the chapel?
Yes. This is from the UK. It is shot in Chislehurst, London, and Denbury, Devon, Caroline Gardens Chapel in London, West Aldwell, all over the UK, Newton Abbot, Woolston Green, and then something called American Cottage, Ashbaum Cottages in Devon.
You know what? As you're saying this,
yep.
I'm looking at the chat while you're talking. Creepy Colors. If you have your top 10, just write them out, because you,
Yeah,
I see you doing the numbers. I want to see what your top 10 is. And Tom, what trailer are you looking for which movie? Could you ask for a trailer?
And also, Tom, what are your favorite
Yeah, what are your
found
top
footage
10 favorite
movies?
found footage?
Or top 5.
What
He
are?
doesn't have to do a whole 10. Whatever number you want to put.
Yes,
But
and yes, we are considering Late Night with the Devil found footage because it
yes.
is. Yes.
Let's talk about Paranormal Activity. This movie creeped me the hell out. It made us change the orientation of our bed to the door because our bed used to be facing this way, the same way that bed is facing the
Yep.
door. We moved the bed so
No,
that
not we. You.
I said we have to move this bed because I cannot.
And
But
we had a light like they did in the kitchen, the one that was
yes,
swinging back and forth. And we had that alarm system that would
yeah,
go
same
front
alarm
door
system.
open, and you freaked the hell out.
Yes, this movie also does great things with sound, with footsteps, with bumps in the night, and with still not still static shots where the
Yeah.
camera's just in one spot, as kind of looking like security footage almost.
But
even this image where they're looking on the bed and you can't see the figure that they're looking at, but you can see the shadow of the figure on the door. That's inherently creepy.
But what I liked about this movie too was how, like what you said about the sound, it would go like you knew that something was going to happen because the sound would go boom, 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 but it would build up, and then in the beginning it was like something would fall off the dresser. So then you come to expect that sound, something's going to happen, and it just progressively gets worse and worse and worse. So it was great. I love this movie, man.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, there was Lady Shasha probably won't remember this, but I remember she wanted me to put the Christmas tree up in the attic, and I said, "What is this picture from? Why is this picture up here burned?" And you were like, "Don't even."
Yeah,
Do
that
you
was
remember
not
doing
funny.
that?
Yeah, that wasn't funny.
It was. It was hilarious because it's a movie. But yes, I enjoyed this movie. Because we saw it at the movie theater too.
Yeah.
Did we see it on opening night?
I don't know if it was opening night. It might be.
Because the audience was, we did see it opening night because the trailer was like, this is what's going on. And it showed night vision cameras in the movie theater and people jumping. And I do believe you jumped just like they did.
Yeah, I probably did jump. I'm very susceptible to jump scares.
All right. There it is.
Creepy Color says number 10, body cam. Which one? Because there's multiple body cams.
The
number
new
9,
one?
Yeah, because there's like 3 movies called body cam, I believe.
I forgot about the fourth kind.
Yeah. The number 9 is The Visit. Good. I like that. The fourth kind, I remember it kind of creeping me out, but I couldn't remember it enough to put it on this list because I feel like I need to rewatch it.
Yeah.
Number 8 was The Fourth Kind. Number 7 was Norai, The Curse. Number 6, VHS Halloween.
I would have to say yes.
Yeah. Number 5, The Taking of Deborah Logan. Also, I liked it. Number 4, Late Night with the Devil. Absolutely. His number 3 is Paranormal Activity. Number 2 is The Blair Witch Project, and number 1 is As Above, So Below. That's what I'd like to rewatch because
Good.
Oh, I was just gonna say when I watched As Above, So Below, it was on a Captain Jack Sparrow site, and it wasn't super clear. So I'd like to rewatch it clear, and then I would have an opinion of it. I didn't want to give an opinion without having seen a really good copy.
Here's my question for everybody, including you: has anybody seen Chernobyl Diaries? Because I started watching it, and I don't know. I started watching it. I think I had to do something.
Is it a movie or TV series?
The movie.
Like the movie. Okay. I don't recall watching Chernobyl Diaries. Creepy Color says Paranormal Activity was such a fun theater experience. It was.
It was.
It kind of reminded me of the first time seeing Blair Witch. Blair Witch was a fun film experience as well. Theater experience.
Yeah.
All right, let's get to our number 3.
Okay. Number 3.
I said One Cut of the Dead, just based on sheer technicality of how they shot this. Like if you watched One Cut of the Dead, oh my god, to me, it when I saw it the first time, it kind of blew my mind how it was done. It is directed by Shinichiro Ueda, and it's very interesting. Here's the synopsis. Things go badly for a hack director and film crew shooting a low-budget zombie movie in an abandoned World War II Japanese facility when they are attacked by real zombies. And I love how this movie is almost like in two parts. The first part is of them trying to shoot their found footage movie and being attacked by real zombies. And then the second half of it is like the making of them trying to shoot the movie and then being attacked by real zombies. It's a technological triumph to me. If you're into filmmaking at all and you like behind the scenes type of things, One Cut of the Dead is really cool. And I loved how the director kept yelling action every scene. He would just pop out of nowhere. Action. Yeah, it's meant to be. It's meant to be satirical. It's a horror comedy, absolutely. And I think the same thing with your pick of Creep. I think Creep is meant to be low key. Creep is satirical to a certain extent too.
I loved it. Creep 1 and 2 were the best.
Yeah, not to be confused with 2004 Creep about the subway creatures.
No, this is with Mark Duplass.
Yeah, 2014. A young videographer answers an online ad for a one-day job in a remote town to record the last messages of a dying man. When he notices the man's odd behavior, he starts to question his intentions. And yeah, the Mark Duplass makes the movie. Honestly, without his performance, I don't think this movie would be the same.
And if you have Shudder, anyone, and you decide to watch the Creep tapes, and you've seen Creep, watch episode 2 from season 2 because it stars him and the dude from Late Night with the Devil.
Oh yeah.
Lady Shasha actually enjoyed that one.
I did. I enjoyed it very much. I'll have to go back and watch the other episodes of the Creep tapes.
Yeah, they're pretty good. I like them all. We got a couple more top 10 lists.
Yeah. Oh, I see here. Doc Kaiju says, I watched Scream 7 last night. I can't decide if it's my least favorite installment. Probably is. Yeah,
it was good. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
It was not good to me, especially the ending. The ending, I mean, I don't want to spoil it for anybody. I'll have to do a separate video about it, but the ending was terrible to me.
No, you got to go up above Doc Kaiju because Creepy Colors put his top 10.
Oh, who did I read before?
I mean, Bill Chill. You read Creepy Colors. I meant Bill Chill.
Yeah, Bill Chill says his top 10 are The Fourth Kind, VHS, As Above, So Below, Cloverfield, The Visit, Paranormal Activity, The Ghost Dimension.
That one I forgot about.
Yeah, Paranormal Activity and the Blair Witch Project. I didn't love the Ghost Dimension. I actually like marked ones better. And there's also one called Paranormal Activity Tokyo Nights that was pretty interesting. But I think my favorites would be Paranormal Activity 1, 2, and 3. The first 3 I like the best out of the whole series of Paranormal Activity.
I liked how the dad got his neck broken in 2. Was it 2 or 3?
I feel like that was 2, but I could be mistaken.
But yeah, I've been looking for that peach fuzz mask forever, and it's like you cannot find it. You cannot find that mask. Well, go ahead.
Oh, Creepy Color says, I watched Blair Witch with my mom and sisters at home when I was about 8. We were freaking out. Yeah, that's a good age to watch it. Bill Chill says, I must not have liked Chernobyl Diaries. I gave it a 5.9 out of 10. Bill Chill, is this your IMDb ratings, or are you also on Letterboxd? Just interested to find out. And Doc says, the middle of Scream 7 was good. The beginning and end, not so much. Major missed opportunity was filmed. I agree. I have to agree. The best sequence for me from Scream 7 was when they were in the bar. That's about it.
The knife through the side of the head, and then the spigot to the top of the head.
Yeah, that was decent.
Shout out to My Bloody Valentine.
Yep. Let's go to our number 2.
Number 2.
See, I put Wreck much higher on my list than you did, Tony Man.
I see that.
you have to remind us about the Poughkeepsie tapes.
The Poughkeepsie tapes is a movie that there was a killer in Poughkeepsie, New York, and the police. I think the police raided his house, if I remember correctly. They raided his house and they found these tapes, and it was just him, just doing creepy, weird shit. And I watched this with Lady Shasha, and the one scene she keeps talking about was when he was on all fours, but he had his mask on upside down, and he was crawling on the floor. But they did that. They actually did that focus that you talk about.
The split, the Brian De Palma split screen.
Yeah, because the girl was up close with a thing tied in her head, and he was behind her walking with that mask on, and they both were in frame, if you remember correctly. But the Poughkeepsie tapes made me go, "Oh my god," because they didn't show it, but was when he was walking with the camera. I think I said this in a previous podcast, but when he was walking with the camera, and some little girl was in the front yard, and he's like, "Hey, how are you?" And he was talking to her, and he goes, "You want to hold my camera?" And she said, "Yeah," or she said something like, "Yeah." And all you hear is the camera go boom against her head, and then you just hear him running. And I think she was with him. But so yeah, this movie stuck with me. This was more of a Sergei Prakav. Sorgoi to me. This is another
Sorgoi Prakav. Yes.
I didn't want to put Sorgoi up here as a 2 or a 3 because it was recency bias. This one was the one I was like, "Oh my god, this is disturbing." A lot of people think it's boring. I like it.
Yeah, I was one of the ones that told you I felt very bored by the Poughkeepsie tapes.
Yep.
It took forever for something to happen, and then what happened, I was just like, okay. It just
did
not enthrall me.
No, just like that other movie didn't enthrall me.
Which other movie?
That English documentary one you made me watch. The English where the daughter drowns in the water, and if you look closely, there's a picture of her in the background.
That was Australian, and that was called Lake Mungo.
That was fucking boring. It was
not boring to me.
It was
not boring to me. But let me add some more thoughts on Rec, because this movie really had me creeped out, specifically for that Javier Botet's portrayal of La Niña Mediero. That when she came down from the attic, that freaked me the hell out because I was not expecting it. Because all through the movie, you see these kind of cannibalistic rage virus type creatures that are going through the building, and you, at first glance, Rec would appear to you to be a zombie film, but it's not a zombie film, because if you listen to the dialogue carefully, it is a possession film, and the creatures in the building are possessed by demons, and they've all caught the possession from La Niña Mediera, and that's what makes it very interesting to me, because it's very rare that you see demon possession films where it's multiple demons. My favorites, of course, are Demons and Demons 2. From the 80s. Those were awesome movies. Also, Demons 2 also takes place in an apartment building. But yeah, that's what I really liked about it, because that was a great reveal. Yeah, it was. And then of course the ending. Yes.
So many people have copied that ending now.
Oh yeah.
Where somebody gets dragged off of camera.
What I hate that they put that scene in the trailer. I hate that they did that, because that would have been so much more impactful if we had not seen it in the trailer.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, y'all ready for our number ones? Our number ones are gonna be very, very different from each other. I tell you that right now. But let's get to it.
Dun 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 dun. Definitely.
Totally different. Tonyman, would you like to talk about the Blair Witch Project and your experience of it?
That's the first one I saw. Like, that's the first found footage movie I saw. Yeah. And like everybody says, it was a great theater experience. And it was just I did like how they went from real to high 8 back to real, like the real camera, reel to reel camera. And of course, it's been said numerous times, and it's just bears repeating that the viralness of this movie about the Burkittsville,
Oh yeah.
Burkittsville 3 that ended up missing. Where are they? Have you
If
seen
you
them?
mhm. If you allow me to add, I remember before this movie came out, about 6 or 7 months before it came out, I remember being in class. I was training to work at, I want to say I was working at AT&T Cable, and I was training to, I had applied to be a tech support, but they made me work in customer service instead. I think it was sexism. But anyways, we were training on the computers, and while training, I was surfing the internet because I mean the training, we had 8 hours a day training, and so not unnecessary. We could have gotten what we needed in 4 hours. But anyways, I was surfing the internet and I was on message boards, and I saw um, the different people that were asking about if you heard about the Burkittsville witch, and they would just post the link to a website that talked about the Burkittsville witch. So that was going around in the chat rooms and our message boards, and we were reading about the Burkittsville witch. And then there was also 3 people that would post saying, "Yeah, we're gonna go and do a documentary. We're gonna check it out." And then suddenly, after a while, those people just disappeared. They stopped posting in the message boards, and I thought this is such. At the time, we didn't know. We just took it for what it was. We just thought, oh, they freaking disappeared. Then the next thing we know, we see a teaser for the Blair Witch Project featuring the people that were in the chat rooms saying they were going to go see what was up with the Burkittsville witch. And so it had this mythos about it that they started online. And it was probably one of the first internet viral campaigns they did for a movie. And it worked beautifully.
Yeah, I think just like Paranormal Activity, they started with like 50,000, but they made well over like 50 million or something like astronomical numbers. But what I remember about
Paranormal Activity, I think was made on 15,000. I'm going to Google it right now because I don't want to misspeak.
Okay, well, you do that. But I remember Blair Witch. The one thing I remember about Blair Witch was that what I found out later on, that the director would just give the 3 people cards and say, okay, like let's say me, Lady Shasha, and Tom, or Creepy Color, whoever, we're all out in the woods, and I have a card just says that I need to act mad. And then Lady Shasha has one that just says, I need to act, you lost the map or something. It's like they were getting under each other's skin for real, because they weren't known about what cues, they weren't known about anything. And so when she threw the map in the river, or she said she threw the map in the river, that was, I believe they said that was real, because they really thought they were lost. And then of course the PAs and everybody were the ones that were hitting the in the tents to freak them out at night. And they're the ones that built the Blair Witch stuff on the wall and stuff like that. So when they woke up, or they put the little rocks in front of their tents, it was a very in-depth thing that they did. And then what was it? Oh, also the Heather chick messed up on one scene, and you know what scene that was?
No, what?
Remember when they're running in the woods and she goes, "What the fuck is that? What is that?"
Mm-hmm. What was?
She was supposed to turn the camera around because the Blair Witch was behind them, and you could have seen a glimpse of the Blair Witch, but she didn't. She never turned the camera around.
Oh.
So that was they were looking at someone dressed up as a witch in the woods in the dark. That's why she said, "What the fuck is?" Because she was scared. So yeah, this is the things I found out about this movie. That's why it's my number one.
I have the numbers. All right, the Blair Witch was filmed for a budget of between $35,000 to $60,000.
Yeah,
and it grossed $248 million. Paranormal Activity had a budget of $15,000, and it grossed $193 million.
Yeah. See, And both were would you say both were viral?
Well,
Like,
and they're both independent. I don't know if Paranormal Activity was viral, but my understanding is that it was an independent film, and Blair Witch was an independent film as well.
but as a all right, Creepy Colors. I forget who your team is. Oh, Vegas. That's right, the Vegas Knights. But no, if you remember, Paranormal Activity messed us up for a couple of reasons. The first one was the alarm system.
Mm-hmm.
The second one was the speak and spell, or was that not the speak and spell? The Simon. You ever Simon?
Yeah, I remember Simon.
I think there was a Simon in it, and then the other one was Teddy Ruxpin.
That was Paranormal Activity 3.
Yeah, the Teddy Ruxpin made it.
Yeah.
we got a Teddy Ruxpin in my store one time.
But Teddy Ruxpin has always been creepy. When I was a child, it was creepy because when the Teddy Ruxpin doll, when the batteries would get low, it literally sounded demonic. It was so creepy when the batteries would get low on that sucker.
Yeah, see, I'm just going to read some of this trivia for Blair Witch, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
It says the directors kept in touch with the actors via walkie-talkies to ensure the three would not become lost during their trek. Reportedly, they got lost 3 times. It says each of the 3 leads was required to sign a release granting the production permission to, quote, mess with your head. In the scene where the main actors are sleeping in the tent at night, the tent suddenly shakes violently and they get all scared. That was unscripted, and the director shook the tent, and the actors were literally scared. Heather's Donahue's mother received sympathy cards for people believing her daughter was actually dead or missing.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah. It took 8 days to shoot the film.
Speaking of Teddy Ruxpin, Bill Chill says, I had a Teddy Ruxpin. I played tapes in it. We did too, and you're about to hear how old I am. Me and my sister played our first rap cassette that we had. You want to guess what the first rap cassette we had was?
What?
I said, do you want to guess?
A hip hop, a hip hop 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 it do. Stop that.
No, we didn't have that on cassette.
Duh.
No.
What?
Nope.
Bust the move?
Nope. Oh, that you're going way, way late. No, it was Curtis Blow. Because I'm Curtis Blow, and I want you to know that these are the brakes.
Oh, God.
Brakes on a bus, brakes on a car, brakes to make you a superstar.
I hate that song so much.
Man, we loved it. But of course, I at the time, I was 8 and my sister was 5. And that we put that tape inside the Teddy Ruxpin, and he rapped it. Where is Curtis Blow? How come no one ever interviews him? Is he still alive?
I don't know.
He also had "If I Rule the World." Yeah, how do you not like Curtis Blow? Yes.
No.
I love all the girls. I love them, baby.
Nope.
I don't know why
Nope.
people don't talk about Curtis Blow.
No, Bill Chill is talking about the people I liked, like Run DMC, LL from Crush Groove. I didn't like Curtis Blow. Was like more, I guess, poppy.
Crush, grooving, body moving.
Sheila E. had the best rap in that song.
Bill Chill says, yes, hip-hop pioneer Curtis Blow, born Kurt Walker. I didn't know his last name was Walker.
No wonder you like him so much.
Yeah. August 9th, 1959 is still alive and active as of early 2026. That's good to know. I'm so glad.
You know what?
What?
And speaking of number 1, it was only in Europe. They remastered the Blair Witch Project.
Yeah.
They cleaned it up.
Why would you do that? Why would you clean it up?
Because it's originally supposed to be seen clearer than it which was shown to us, but it was it degraded or whatever.
Degraded.
Degraded. But there's a 2.5 hour cut of the Blair Witch Project, I believe it was.
Oh.
Like it's unreal. Like I want to see that one.
Mm-hmm.
That's all.
Well, now let's talk about my number 1, which is What We Do in the Shadows, which I watched over and over and over again because I freaking love it. It's
I love
hilarious.
the show.
As is the TV series. The TV series, top tier, best sitcoms in sitcom history. Oops, I just hit my elbow. In sitcom history.
I don't know about that, but
It's written and directed by Jermaine Clement and Taika Waititi. It's filmed, I believe, in New Zealand. Let me just double check. Yeah, New Zealand. But it's a co-production between New Zealand and the United States. Now, the thing with What We Do in the Shadows is it's a vampire. Well, I'll read the description and I'll add to it if they didn't describe it the way I want. Viago, Deacon, and Vladislav are vampires who are struggling with the mundane aspects of modern life, like paying rent, keeping up with the chore wheel, trying to get into nightclubs, and overcoming flatmate conflicts. Now, the way that it's filmed is in a MTV Real World style, or even Real Housewives style, where they have different interview sessions with the vampires, and they're talking about their lives and what happened on a certain night. It's very reality show or reality TV style, but it is following vampires. And what's interesting is that the vampires are from different periods. So you have, as you see in the picture there, you have like a very what's the one I'm looking for? Shoot. We just saw the movie last year that they just redid, the 1922. Why am I blanking on the name?
Nosferatu.
Yes, thank you. A Nosferatu style vampire that's sitting there in the middle. Which when I was a child, I didn't realize when you watch like Salem's Lot that they kind of made that vampire look very Nosferatu, Count Orlok ish. Mind you, I can remember Count Orlok. Couldn't remember Nosferatu. Very weird. You have a Bram Stoker style vampire. Then you have you just have different style. You even have a person who becomes a werewolf, and then there's also like a not division, but a rivalry between the vampires and the werewolves. Remember, we're werewolves, not swearwolves.
Yeah.
I don't know why that's funny to me, but it's funny. But it's basically just their everyday lives and their squabbles with each other as roommates, and also dealing with a brand new baby vampire that they have acquired mistakenly. They didn't mean to make another vampire, but they made one, and they have to get him up to speed with how to be a vampire and the things that they do. But it's a very comical movie. The jokes land for me. I think they're very funny. And like I said, the TV series, one of the best TV series in the history of TV series. I love it.
Yeah, I like the TV series.
Yes.
I literally did not watch the last season because I didn't want to see it end.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I didn't want to see it end either. I was like, why is this ending? It's so good. I also love, and this is a spoiler for the TV series, but it's been years. They have one episode that's really cool because they have like a vampire council meeting, and in the vampire council meeting, you have oh god, what is the actress's name that was in Only Lovers Left Alive? I think it's called. Ah, gosh, she was in Snowpiercer too. It's gonna bug me. I gotta look up her name. I can see her face.
Why don't you look up Snowpiercer?
Tilda Swinton. Tilda Swinton appeared as her character from Only Lovers Left Alive. Wesley Snipes appeared as his character from Blade. They even had Paul Rubens there as his character from Buffy the Vampire Slayer, the movie.
Didn't they have Deacon Frost too?
I think they did have Deacon Frost as well in the vampire. Let me see if I can find a picture. Hold on. I'm going to go to Google and see if I can find a picture of the Vampire Council meeting. Because that was so freaking funny.
Man, yeah, so yeah, Bill chose it on it today, boys. Got everything. Oh my god. Sorry, I didn't mean to sound old. I just sounded old as hell.
Mm-hmm.
Colin Robinson, yes.
Yes, Colin Robinson, the
energy vampire.
Energy vampire.
And we know somebody like that.
Mm-hmm.
That swears like an energy vampire. They take my energy. My favorite was what was it? The girl from the TV show, but her mini puppet. The mini puppet was awesome. Nausea. Yeah.
Yes, nausea.
Yeah. Not. They were awesome as hell. That was. Oh man, what a good show that was.
Wait, I have to take two because they don't have them all in the same shot. So I have two images. Wesley Snipes appeared via webcam, and that was like the funniest thing. And he was the part of the reason why he was. I'll show you when I bring up the picture. Let me remove this and. Okay, so this was most of the people at the Vampire Council meeting. The cameos. There's Tilda Swinton, Paul Rubens, I forget this actress's name, and then Danny Trejo. This is and what we do in the shadows. The Vampire Council is made up of cameos of famous vampire portrayals from multiple shows and films. How many did you recognize? Now I'm wondering if this young lady is from True Blood. I think she's from True Blood, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think she's from True Blood.
She is. That's Jessica.
I feel like her name might be something Wood. Is it Evan Rachel Wood? I think it's Evan Rachel Wood, if I'm not mistaken. But then when Wesley Snipes shows up, I'll bring that image up. This is what makes it so funny. I'll see if Tonyman can guess it. What's funny about him being on this webcam?
He's wearing sunglasses?
No.
He's in the daylight?
Yes. It's like he's trolling them because he's a daywalker.
Oh, yeah. See, little things like that make it awesome.
He has the sunglasses on. He's sitting with the curtains open to show that he's a daywalker. No, he was not in prison during this time. He's been out of prison for a while now. But yeah.
That's actually pretty funny.
That's pretty funny. Oh yeah,
that's
the whole
season
with Baby Colin Robinson was hilarious. When oh god, what's his name? Laszlo Cravensworth had to raise baby Colin Robinson. You have to see that season. Like
I saw that.
You did see that season? That was hilarious. Yeah. Bill Chill says Nadia and her mini-me's are hilarious. Mm-hmm. And he also says yes, True Blood Jessica.
See? I had how do I still remember that?
Mm-hmm. But yeah, that was my number one pick, was What We Do in the Shadows. Now we do have some other movies to mention, namely the worst. So let's get into what we thought were the worst found footage movies. These were my picks. I have a separate slide for yours, Tonyman. So I'm gonna go into why I hate these movies. The Gallows was some BS. Great teaser. That teaser was creepy. And it made me excited to go see The Gallows. And there was also a game that went along with it. It was like, what's it, Charlie or something with the two pencils? Where the kids would balance the two pencils and say Charlie something. Charlie.
Yeah.
And that was kind of a viral marketing thing that they tied into The Gallows. But the movie itself was trash. Trash, garbage, and boring. Same thing with The Outwaters. The Outwaters, I give it credit for trying to do something different. I'm never going to, shit on something for trying to do something different. But make it interesting. That movie was super boring, and half the time you couldn't see what was happening. Like, it had whole sequences where it was just darkness, and then what they were doing with the sound was not engaging enough to make up for there not being visuals. Like, usually you can get away with doing things in darkness if the sound design does something that makes your mind, follow the story. But they did nothing with the darkness. It was just there, like they were missing films. A lot of shaky cam, a lot of can't see what the hell is happening. Then suddenly when you do see what's happening, dude cuts his own wiener off, and then the movie ends. And I'm like, what the hell was that? A waste of my damn time. Dash cam. Didn't even finish it. That MAGA Trump lady was so irritating.
Great. It was
I made it
great.
through the first 20 minutes. I could not take any more of her. And I'm upset because I thought the old lady in the backseat was creepy. And I knew it was going to go someplace creepier, but I could not take the lead character who stole. She went to England and stole her friend's car and proceeded to do their DoorDash or Uber Eats or whatever job they had. It was some type of delivery job they had that she hijacked their car and was trying to do the deliveries while having a creepy old lady in the backseat of the car. So I don't know how the movie ends because she was, and the worst part about it, she kept insisting on rapping, and her rapping was so horrible. It was painful.
It was dope.
Horrible. It was the worst rapping I've ever heard in my life.
No, nope.
It was
not
it was
me.
hard. No, I couldn't take it.
Not me. The worst rapping I've ever heard was a hip hop, a hip.
You leave the Sugar
If
Hill
I
Gang alone.
rule the world,
They are iconic, and you leave them alone.
that shit.
No, and their album cover is iconic too because my parents had the Sugar Hill Gang albums. But
All right,
Dash
well,
Cam.
I didn't mind
particular
Dash
Dash Cam, the one with the lady who's rapping, was absolutely horrible because there's.
I didn't
like
mind
I said,
Dash Cam.
Because there's three. There's one with Mary J. Blige, or is that one called Body Cam? I think that one might be called Body Cam or Dash Cam, and then there's a recent Dash Cam movie that just came out like a couple weeks ago. But I'm talking about the one with the rapping ass lady that was terrible.
Yeah.
Now I'll let Tonyman get into his worst picks. You tell us why each of these are bad.
All right. First of all, I'll go easy. Skinamarink was just, everybody loved that fucking movie. That movie was boring. I didn't like it at all. Like when we watched it and your sister took her phone and we recorded walls and corners of walls and stuff, we made a Skinamarink. Remember that? Because I was just going, put the scissors in your eye, and it was Skinamarink. So I'm going easy on that. I just didn't like it. It was boring and stupid. House on Eden was one of the worst fucking movies I've ever seen in my life. Like, everyone's like, it's by a YouTuber. This man, listen. Hopefully this finds her page and I can tell her I did not like your movie at all. It sucked. Your characters were dumb. Especially the chick in black. She was oh my god. It was a slog to get through House on Eden. A slog. It was just stupid. It was just a dumb movie. I don't even know what else to say about it. It was just
why was it dumb?
It made no fucking sense. It made no sense at all. They found the house because they were looking for this house on Eden, and they're like, well, why is all the stuff it's not dusty? Somebody's living here. And then it was haunted. It was, I don't even remember most of it. That's how stupid it was. And I watched it during the daytime. And The Dream Eater, that fucking movie, Eli Roth, you suck for promoting that movie. I tried to watch that shit. I didn't like it at all because the dude was a dick in the beginning of the movie. And I didn't finish it. I literally did not finish that movie. I stopped it. I couldn't watch it. So yeah, those are my worst found footage horror movies. Don't promote anything that a YouTuber does as a found footage movie because it's not going to be good. Hashtag Missing Couple is on that list too, but I find it a lot less worse than Skinamarink. Hashtag Missing Couple was like that.
You can't blanket statement that every YouTuber is going to make a horrible movie.
I
disagree with that because remember, it was YouTubers that made Talk to Me and also Bring Her Back.
Did they?
Yes, that was
okay.
YouTuber.
How about you
the Philippi brothers.
Stick to making a real movie and not found footage because you suck.
Just say that particular movie sucked and leave it at that.
That particular movie sucks.
No blanket statements. Darth Redmond says this movie was horrible. Skin was boring. True, Tonyman. Darth says I watched it in the daytime as a diss is diabolical.
It's true. All of these movies just No.
All right. Our next segment, we're gonna
I even
talk
had to,
about.
hold on. Okay, not saying anything like that, but go back to my thing. Can you go back?
Yeah.
I even wore headphones for these 3 movies, and they still didn't do anything for me. I took the headphones out. I was still bored. All 3 of them, I had headphones and earbuds because I didn't want to miss anything. It was sucked. All right, go ahead. Now it's your turn.
Bill Chill says, "Are The Devil's Due and Devil Inside considered found footage?" I did not see The Devil's Due. I did see The Devil Inside. We actually talked about The Devil's Inside. Fun fact: Tony
Way
Man,
back in the day.
yeah, Tony Man and I and my cousin. I think my cousin Interior was on that one. We used to have a podcast that we used to publish to Apple Podcasts under Freak Radio, and we talked about The Devil Inside on that podcast. I wonder if it's still up. I have to look it up and see if it's still there. But
And
yeah, they definitely they're definitely considered found footage to me.
we probably would have gotten dinged for that because
Yeah, we
if I
played the
remember
song.
correctly, I played The Devil Inside, The Devil Inside, everyone, and it was just, and then we talked about the movie.
That
But
was
it
way
was
back
pretty
in
good.
what,
Think about it.
2011, 2012?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
It was actually pretty good production because what I would do is I would take the previous podcast that we did and like find the funniest part where everybody was laughing at something, and that would go like I would put like it would say previously on our show, and then it would play that scene, and then bam, it would go right to like a song, and then it would go into our intro, and then it was not that bad of a production actually if I think about it.
Yeah. You got to try that again. BC says, "What's up, Lady Shasha? What's up,
What's
Tony
up?
Man? What's up?" Bill Chill says, "I only asked because I rated them a 3 out of 10 on IMDb."
Oh, he also said he has an IMDb and did you see? Did you read
Letterboxd.
that? Yeah, did you read that?
Yeah, I missed it, but you're telling me now, so I think you should. Do you have a Letterboxd, Tony Man?
Yeah.
You should start rating movies on your Letterboxd.
They won't like me.
All right, let's get into our next segment. Most overrated found footage films. And my picks were The House is October Built, super overrated. It was just okay. I think people got excited because, as you see, it says here from the producers of Insidious and Paranormal Activity. So you get excited about that because Insidious was a great film, as was Paranormal Activity. But The House is October Built, the imagery on this poster is creepy, as is the teaser for it. But then you watch it, I was bored. I was so bored. What did you think of The Houses that October Built?
I never saw it.
You never saw it?
Nope.
Oh, well.
I'm going by you. I'm going by your suggestion of being bored.
Yeah, because I was bored.
That probably would be on another list of my hated found footage movies.
Because it takes more for me to be bored than you. Like, it takes less for you to be bored. So if I was bored, you probably know that you're going to be bored.
Yeah.
Hell House LLC. It was just
Love
all right.
that.
I think it was just okay. It wasn't great. It was just okay.
That clown was cool.
The clown was cool, but it was very like if I was grading it on an A to F, it'd be a C.
She's saying it's mid.
Yes, it's very mid. It's not horrible. It's not like Gallows. Gallows is ass, but it's just okay. In the Outwaters, I think people were really blowing out of proportion how great the Outwaters were. I think people are giving it a lot of credit for being a little bit avant-garde, a little art house, but you can be avant-garde and art house without being boring and crappy. Like there's awesome art house movies. You disagree with me on this, but Eraserhead, I love it. I don't like it. I love it.
Sorry, Tom. I don't like Eraserhead either, or Mulholland Drive. So you can add that to the list of the other ones you don't that you make fun of me not liking.
Bill Chill's list for overrated. The Gallows 2015, often criticized for poor acting and lack of genuine scares, relying on cheap tactics. Absolutely agree. Doc Kaiju says that he liked the original Hell House.
Thank you, Doc.
Bill Chill also says overhyped. Lake Mungo. While
Thank you.
Loved by many, some viewers find it overhyped and not scary enough.
That must be his. That's his. That's his.
He's on the same wavelength as you, Tony Man.
What
Because
is
you
what
guys
he's
are-
doing? He's probably reading his letterbox.
Yes.
Because I
Now,
agree.
as we're getting into, since we mentioned most overrated, we have to talk about underrated. And I do have to.
We never talked. I never talked about the Outwaters.
Okay, talk about the Outwaters.
It sucked. It was a bunch of fucking people walking through a desert, and they get sucked up in an alien's butthole or something, or finster. We don't know what the hell it is. And then they get shit out the other side, and then somehow they manage this interdimensional thing, and they see themselves walking again. It was one of the fucking stupidest movies. It was stupid.
But why did he cut his dick off?
I don't know. Why did the dude from the Wu-Tang do it?
I mean, that's real life versus in a movie. The guy in the Wu-Tang said that he did it because he felt like his penis was always led to his biggest problems in life.
That's okay. So, but it was just a stupid like that. I hated that movie, and you know what? That right there is the exact opposite of the found footage people, because someone put that up there and said, "You guys got to see the Outwaters. It's awesome." And I remember I tortured us three watching that shit, and you guys were bored. And I said, "Turn it off, please. Turn it off. I don't care." And you're like, "No, we're gonna watch it." I'm like, "Turn it off." Nah, but you guys both realize now when I tell you to turn a movie off because I'm bored, turn the fucking thing off. I don't need to see how it ends. I don't care.
Okay. Bill Chill says poor acting / characters, annoying characters, or unrealistic dialogue, such as in Dashcam and Area 407.
Hey, Area 407.
BC says, I never seen any of these movies, but they all look kind of sad.
BC, if you're going to watch any of them, watch Hell House.
Bill Chill says, I watched some of these back in my bootleg streaming channel. Was it channel 131 IRC days? What's the one we used to use? It was an app we used to use way back in the day on 2012. I feel like it started with a Z or an X.
No. I know
you had to like put it on your computer, and then you had to like Cody. Yes, it was a K. Cody. Back in the Cody days. I don't know if you guys remember Cody.
That's still around.
Is it?
Yeah.
Man. All right, let's get into our most underrated, which I'm disagreeing with you guys because I think Lake Mungo is underrated. Because I really enjoyed it, but I do believe Lake Mungo is the type. I think it's due to how I watched it. I watched Lake Mungo in bed at 2:00 in the morning on my laptop with my headphones in, and that's the way I think it should be watched.
Yeah,
this is not something you should play on a big screen. It's meant to be taken in like you're watching a YouTube documentary, and I think it works best that way.
No, it's taken as being a boring YouTube documentary.
It's not boring to me at all. Your mileage may vary. I don't think that it wasn't boring to me. Bad Ben, of course, is still underrated, as is the Bad Ben series, because he did several Bad Ben movies. I have not seen all 14. I think I've seen like 6 or 7 of them, but I haven't seen the last ones. And I think he ended up making an app with just his movies on it.
Yeah, he did.
But it's Nigel Bach is the name of the writer, director, producer, star, editor, sound person, everything.
Financier.
Everything of Bad Ben. And I give him credit for that. And that's his house in New Jersey, USA. That he had this house built. He built it for his parents. I believe he was an engineer of some sort. So he was making good money, and he built this house, and he had the house equipped with security cameras to be able to peek in on his elderly parents while he was at work. In the event that one of them fell or anything happened, that's why he had the video cameras installed. And he started thinking about how creepy some of the images looked and how he could make a film just based off of the security footage in that house. And if you look closely at this poster, you can see the silhouette of a shadow figure up in the window. And I thought that's a great poster for a film. And again, it says Tom Riley thought this home was a great deal. It turns out it was a nightmare. And yeah, the movie starts out with Tom Riley walking into the house excited that he bought this house off of what do they call it? I misspoke earlier. I said estate sale. It's not an estate sale. It's a auction, house auction. He bought it off of a house auction. He was very excited to get this new property, and he discovers that there's an entity in that new property. As Tony Man stated earlier, Lake Mungo is from Australia, and it is a mockumentary about the disappearance of this girl and how she could possibly be haunting her own parents in the house. And it does a lot with still photography, storytelling,
Yeah.
and just atmosphere. And it is a slow burn, and it's not going to be for everyone. It's not action packed at all. It's the opposite. So I understand how people may not be into it because of the style of documentary it is. And then, of course, Tony Man has told you how much he loves Sorgoi Prakav,
Yep.
just for disturbing nature.
Well, I mean, yeah. Okay. Don't think that I condone what he did. I'm just saying it was a good movie.
Mm-hmm.
Let's let that disclaimer be out there.
Oh yeah, I don't think anyone was thinking that you agreed with what was happening in the film. That'd be like someone thinking that I think that possessive dolls are awesome just because I own a Chucky doll. I like the movie. I like the idea of the movie. I don't agree with killer dolls killing people. No one should think that of horror fans. Oh yeah, I have more than one Chucky doll. Yes.
No, I mean you have more than one haunted doll.
Oh yeah, I have Annabelle too. Yeah, I got her.
And you have a Pazuzu.
I had the Pazuzu statue, and I have the African Zuni warrior doll. Like I have things. I have different things. Yes. All right, let's get into our our next segment. Movies that are on our watch list, and I do have the trailers, Tony Man, so that you can react to these trailers. These 3 movies are movies that when I was making my list of top 10 movies, I was looking up found footage movies because I would have forgotten about some. Like, for example, Digging Up the Marrow. I completely had forgotten about that movie until I looked up found footage movies. And I was like, oh, yeah, I do remember seeing that one. And I remember enjoying it. And I stumbled upon these 3. One of them I have seen. The other 2 I've not. I've seen Incantation on Netflix, and I do recommend it. But I will wait to hear your opinion on Incantation. I discovered another one on Tubi called The Cult from 2013, and a third one called The Medium that's from Shudder, or is available on Shudder. So let's take a look at the trailers for these.
All right, let's do it.
Starting with The Cult. Now this one is very, very short. So yeah, you see the reflection in the table?
I saw it in the very beginning too.
Mm-hmm. That should not be funny. I don't know why I laughed the way he flopped over. That should not. I don't think that was meant to be funny. Okay. What is that?
It's like a fish.
Oh, okay.
Ah.
Oh, yeah. The shadow is kind of hokey, but that table scene was effective.
And listen.
Your job is to report everything until the situation is resolved. Look, what's that? It's the shadow. Okay, why is this shadow creature got a long skinny neck in his head? This doesn't look good.
What do you mean? No, the head is coming through the ceiling, Shash.
Is it?
Yes.
Oh, it didn't look like it was like a skinny. Oh, I see. It's a face upside down.
In the ceiling.
So yeah.
No.
Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
Oh my God.
Like tentacle things. I'm sorry. No. I don't like tentacle things. They like I don't like worms. I don't like anything like that.
Look at you.
Worm thing. What watching. This is gross.
Oh
I
my
would still watch
god.
it. I'll still watch it, but I don't like. I don't like worms. I hate worms.
Oh, come on.
From the producer of The Ring and The Grudge. Cult. So you don't want to see that? I want to see that. It's on Tubi. I'm going to watch it. Oh, speaking of that, Sorgoi Prakav is on Tubi. And Be My Cat is also on Tubi.
Sorgei Prakav is called Descent into Darkness on Tubi.
Yes, Descent into Darkness. All right.
That was horrible.
I still will watch it. It looks kind of gross. I mean, there's some hokey parts of it, but then other parts of it look kind
If
of
I
gross.
have an hour to kill, I'll watch it.
Yeah, it's relatively short, is my understanding.
Yeah,
the runtime.
Yeah. That's something I would watch while you're getting ready. Because you take like an hour to get ready.
Yeah.
So I'd amuse myself by watching that.
I'll tell you the runtime. 2013 Cult. 1 hour and 24 minutes or 84 minutes. So relatively decent short runtime. And the synopsis, or not synopsis, but the description reads, follows 3 actresses who play themselves as they appear on a paranormal television show to investigate the exorcism of the Kaneda family. All right, you ready for incantation?
Yeah. I just sounded so bored, didn't I? I was like, yeah. Go ahead.
Do you believe in blessings? Interesting.
Believe me, I'm a fast reader.
Let's have a little test now. In your mind, try to turn the wheel to the right. And then to the left.
I can't do it. Oh, I did it.
Left, right, left, right.
Okay, so what are they trying to do?
You can also change the direction of this train. Let's see. Let's see if we can. I can't do it. Just focus on your intention. Oh, I did it. Or maybe the video did it itself. And it's making us think we did it.
No, you did it because it's still going left to right to me.
Oh, okay. Our intention shaped this world quietly. I thought it was just the video itself changing direction, making us think that we did it.
That did.
This is how the blessing works. My name is Li Ronan. I violated a terrible taboo 6 years ago. It's up there.
You saw this, right?
Yeah. Did you guys see that? Very poltergeist, there's meat moving.
Yeah.
如果一直想着怪物的话，怪物就会住到你的脑袋里面去哦。不要想，不要想，不要想，不要想。
That was cool. This writing on her is cool. How your fate will be.
不可以，我真的希望你不是我的小孩。
Says inspired by a true event.
我觉得我开始相信。
Oh, she's saying the chant.
不怕，我在这里，我母亲我我不是一个好妈妈。
What do you think of Incantation?
I watch it.
It's on Netflix.
I watch it, but they show too many scary parts.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay. That always drives me crazy.
Yeah.
What?
When they telephone in the jump scare?
No. When they're in the dark and they put on their cell phone light and it brightens up the whole entire fucking room. They don't do that. Have you ever tried to use a cell phone light to look around stuff? It's
Yeah, it
not as
doesn't.
bright as it does on the
Yeah.
movies.
And then the third one is called The Medium. That's on Shudder. Isan, the northeast of Thailand. The region where Bayan is worshipped.
I think I've seen this trailer. Have you ever seen it?
No.
I did see this trailer. I just couldn't remember the name of it.
Have you seen The Wailing?
No.
Oh, you have to see The Wailing. It's so good. The Wailing is a South Korean film, I'm not mistaken. Let me just double check that. I believe that's also on Netflix. I'll check right now.
Bill Cho says this one, The Medium, is on his watch list.
Yes. The Wailing is described as soon after a stranger arrives in a little village, a mysterious sickness starts spreading. A policeman drawn into the incident is forced to solve the mystery in order to save his daughter. And this, the director's name is Na Hong Jin. I believe it's South Korean. Let me just double check. Country. It's a co-production between Korea and Japan, but it's filmed in South Korea. But yeah, you definitely want to check out The Wailing. It does have a long runtime. It's 2 hours and 36 minutes, but it's worth it. It's worth it for the amount of storytelling that goes on. It really could have been produced as a series. Like I would have made it like a series with half an hour long episodes. It would have worked well that way as well. But I highly recommend The Wailing. It's not found footage. It's just regular film, but it's pretty good. And knowing that this is from the director of The Wailing is making, I mean, this is already on my watch list, but now it's making me even more excited to see it. My family has been Bayan's shaman for many generations.
เป็นร่างทรงของย่าบายันมาหลายชั่วอายุคนมาก
ร่างทรงเหรอหนูว่ามันไร้สาระหนูว่ามันไม่มีจริงอ่ะ
I think it's nonsense. I don't think it's real. There's always that one character that doesn't believe.
That'd be me.
ดีก็แบบลำ
Oh, hold on. I see a comment here. BCS also, did he also do I Saw the Devil? Let me see. Let me see here. What did I say the director's name was? Let me pull up The Wailing again. Okay, the director's name is Na Hong Jin, and now let me pull up I Saw the Devil. No, that director was Kim Jae-woon. Yeah, so not the same director. But like Tonyman said, I Saw the Devil was a great film. If you haven't seen it, definitely check it out. BC also says The Wailing was a classic. So let's continue. I'm sorry, do you have something playing in the background?
My TV might be too loud.
Yeah, I hear.
Did you hear it?
In the background. Yeah.
Oh. Where's my remote? Let me pause. I'll mute myself while I find the remote.
What are you playing? A basketball game?
No, I'm watching a game show.
During the stream?
Oh my God! It's in the background. It's not on. I'm not watching it. I'm looking at the TV, the computer.
Okay, I was confused. Let's continue this trailer.
ย่าบายันจะเลือกเฉพาะผู้หญิงเท่า
Bayan only chooses women to be her
นั้น
medium.
ที่มาเป็นร่างของท่านหญิงช่วงนี้มีได้ยินเสียงใครมาเรียกบ้างหรือเปล่าแล้วมีเผลอไปตอบรับบ้างไหม ฮะแต่ถ้าหากว่าญาอยากมาเข่ามาเทียมมันอีหลีมึงเสียจังไดเอาฮู้แม่นบ่ว่ามันคืออีหยังสภาพอีมิงตอนนี้นะก็คือยังกับรถที่เสียบกุญแจคาไว้ไผสิขับไปไสก็ได้
This is sounding like it's going to be a possession film.
แล้วเป็นยังมันคือต้องเป็นไอ้มิ่ง
ทุกอย่างมันถูกกำหนดไปแล้ว
Yeah.
Yeah, she
definitely a
looked possessed.
possession film.
Mm-hmm.
They always throw that black shit.
What's that?
Everybody throws up black shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Oh. มึงเป็นไผ
Do you know why I just said oh?
No, why'd you say oh?
You didn't. Shows was watching the trailer, and who isn't?
No, is it because the man ran into the wall and split his head open?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
That's
saw
really
it.
cool.
I just didn't have the same reaction as you.
Why? You don't normally see that.
He cracked his noggin.
All right.
Shall we play it again? Let's roll it back. See that we were just talking about. See how that man got snatched?
Mm-hmm.
We were just talking about how Rec did that, and then so many movies have tried to copy it since Rec did it. That's why Rec was higher on my list.
มึงเป็นไผมึงก็ลองถ่ายดูสิ
She said, "Why don't you guess who I am?" She looking creepy.
Yeah, I'm gonna see that.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I will see that.
Paranormal Activity.
Yeah.
Oh, is she under the stairs? What is that moving under the stairs? Oh, that was creepy. Yeah, that was creepy. Mm-hmm.
Looks interesting.
Absolutely. Yeah, I think of the three, the medium from the trailers looks the best.
Yeah. I agree. It looks the best.
That's with me having already seen Incantation. I think the medium looks like it's going to be creepier than Incantation was entertaining, but it wasn't as creepy as it was meant to be. Like they tried to be creepy, but it didn't get me. Whereas the medium looks like it's going to get me. The Cult gets me as far as grossness, not creepiness, because I have that thing about worms that I don't like.
Yeah.
Which reminds me, one day we're going to have to do a review of Squirm, which is a horror movie from, I believe, the 70s about worms. And then there's also a movie called Slugs. That's from the 80s. That's also gross. I don't know if you've seen either of those. Did you see Squirm with all the worms?
No.
Yeah, there was a moment where we had those creature features where it was like, I think it was kicked off by both Jaws and Piranha. And then and you also got tentacles, but then they went to smaller creepy crawlers. So then you had Squirm, like I said, you had frogs with all the different frogs, infesting everything. There was several B movies. I think one was called Swarm. I forgot what the other two were called. There's like 3 different B movies about killer bees. But really, it probably started with them back in the 1960s. And them, was that giant spiders in them?
I think so.
Yeah.
But you're forgetting about the rabbit one.
Night of the Lepus.
Yep.
Yeah, I reviewed that one.
The giant bunny rabbits.
And Food of the Gods, which had different types of giant animals. And a giant child.
See?
Yeah. But with that, before we go, there is something else Tonyman sent me to talk about regarding the Mummy. So I'll bring that up. And
yes, we are going to see Lee Cronin's The Mummy on Thursday because Blumhouse, the van, because I follow Blumhouse the van from the what was that creep? What the hell is that movie, man? That dude. There was part 2 of it. He had You Have the Mask.
Oh, the Black Phone.
Yeah, so I started following the Blumhouse to get in the van because of the that movie, and it was like, oh, when we have movies, we'll email you, that kind of thing. The website said that. So this one came up, and it was like, you want advanced tickets to this at these 2 AMC movie theaters? And I was like, yep, absolutely. So I had to buy them, but they were like, it's a special invite. There's going to be something crazy that happens, or more fun, or some special guests, or something. It said something weird. So I decided to take the one Disney because I figured if it's going to be quote unquote special guests, the people, if anybody stars in the movie, they're going to show up to Disney. They're not going to go to the local AMC down the street from us. So that's what I did.
And so you said that you got this email today?
Yes, I got this email today from
It says
Jason Blum.
It says a letter from Jason Blum. Or Jason Blum. It's Blum, actually.
Blum. He
said it one time. It's pronounced Blum. Over the last 3 weeks, we've been leaving clues about what's happening to Katie. Have you been paying attention? I want nothing more than to see you next Thursday night at our Halfway to Halloween showings. AMC Dolby at 7 p.m. when you'll finally see it for yourself. Then we can finally talk about those tasty little piggies and what happens with Grandma's dentures. I'm not going to say more than that, because horror lands differently in a theater full of people who are just as unprepared as you are. You need someone to grab, someone to gasp with, someone to call at midnight when you're still thinking about what Lee put on screen. Prepare accordingly. Sanitize your hands. You'll be watching most of this through your fingers. Practice a few gasps. You're going to need more than one. Hydrate. You will lose fluids. Plan your post-movie personality now. You won't be the same person walking out. And it's got a picture of himself here pointing at a poster of The Mummy. Lee Cronin's The Mummy, April 17th.
Now, that's big promises.
I hope he delivers on the promise, because I still can't get over why the mummy is a little girl now. Why is that?
I think it's going to be.
Unless the mummy is pretending to be a little girl and is going to transform into their true self.
Yeah, well, I don't think that you. Well, how? Oh my God, I lost my train of thought because you interrupted me. I think it's going to hit you different than me.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like,
I'm affected by jump scares. I will admit to that. I absolutely am. But
yeah, and I don't think they're showing you everything.
I hope not. I hope that
I don't think
surprised. Yeah.
No, I think it's going to be like this. Isn't this the same dude that used 150 gallons of blood or 1,000 gallons of blood for Evil Dead?
70,000 gallons of blood for Evil Dead.
So what do you think he's going to do with the mummy?
Yeah, this is true. And you know what? When I think back to his Evil Dead trailer, he mostly showed scenes from the cabin, which was only the first 15 minutes of the movie.
You didn't see the dude get stapled in his head?
No.
And stabbed 50 times.
So
he was like the hero.
So if the Mummy trailer is similar to the Evil Dead trailer, maybe everything we see in the trailer is only within the first 15 minutes of the movie.
Yep. And it just gets crazy.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
What if she infects her father and then he becomes the mummy?
How about there's no infection? How about it's just a mummy?
Yeah, but why is the mummy a little girl? I'm still stuck on that. I'm stuck on
You know what?
And
I'm
she
not
looked
even
like a
answering these
deadite.
questions.
She doesn't look like a mummy.
I'm not answering these questions because
it's
like I said.
It's like he made another Evil Dead movie and called it The Mummy, is what I'm saying.
You also had a problem with, like I said, the Hulk's pants.
Yeah.
You have a problem with like logic. You're like, nope, Dad, no. How do his pants stay on? You threw me off with that one. How about we just watch the movie and try to enjoy? And how do you know? Maybe the family's from England. And
they sounded American.
Well, let me finish. And the duddy is going to be the evil person, not the mummy. Thank you.
Doc Kaiju says, my grandma, what big dentures you have.
I wonder what that's going to be all about.
BC says, don't know if you guys have covered this, but Blumhouse is making new entries to The Exorcist. Some guy named Flanagan is directing it. I have covered that. If you watch my Horror Week series, we've been doing steady updates on Mike Flanagan's Exorcist movie. As a matter of fact, I believe I did a story maybe 2 weeks ago about Mike Flanagan's Exorcist movie. Maybe I need to clip it and post it as its own thing. I'll clip it from the live stream and post it as its own video. But yeah, we've been following that. Absolutely, BC. But with that, let's get out of here because
we're on 3 hours now.
3 hours, so it's gonna probably take 24 hours for the subtitles to get processed on this video in multi-language. Because even though YouTube has that ability, the processing speed is still not super fast yet. So,
and
with that, we will have a good night.
Wait.
Yep.
And because we're going to see The Mummy on Thursday.
Oh, yes, we won't be here next Thursday.
We'll be on Friday talking about The Mummy.
Yes, we'll be on Friday talking about The Mummy because Thursday we will be out at Disney Springs. One other thing. As I just mentioned, Horror Week. You guys check out my Horror Week because I do talk about upcoming horror movies. Last night we talked about Evil Dead Burn as well as Evil Dead Wrath. Did you know there were two movies No, and then there's also a Maori gothic horror called Marama coming out.
And the one in the bottom corner looks like a BTS horror movie?
No, the bottom left corner those are the stars that will be in the director that did Train to Busan is returning with a new film called a zombie horror called Colony, and these are the actors that are in Colony. Every time you see a group of Korean people, it's not always BTS. you gotta stop that.
That all depends because from between you and your sister, that's all I see.
That's because the concert is coming up. The concert is coming up. We're watching a lot of BTS content.
Yeah.
Anyways, bottom right corner is a new film from the UK. It's called Up the Catalog, and it's a send-up of Home Shopping Network, as well as a critique on capitalism, but done in a horror movie. Probably a horror comedy. I'm thinking it's more horror comedy, but yeah, it sounds very, very interesting, and that's coming to streaming soon. But if you want the details, go check out my Horror Week stream from last night, and you'll get all the details on these, plus several more stories, because I do at least 10 stories every time I do Horror Week, and these are just 4 of the 10 stories, and as well as trailer reactions. There's some trailer reactions on there as well. So absolutely check that out. And with that, I will say good night to you guys.
Yeah. Good night, all.
And we'll see you next week.
See you Friday.
Yep.
With our review of The Mummy.
All right.
See ya.